course.
He wanted me fired because I was more popular than him.
Yeah, didn't Woodland and DJ bring that up while you were on the program?
Who's Ned Reynolds?
That's actually a really good one.
Play that forever.
Well, wait, this might be the best drop you've had yet.
Cut. I'll leave it at the 4.
He couldn't stop talking to me about Riley Reid.
What?
Okay.
What a statement.
Oh, he kept
that off.
I guess that's what
and
we
he
have
said,
to have.
He said,
then.
I swear Riley Reid is pregnant.
This occurred last weekend during the MemberCast tournament.
Yeah.
Who is this person? Is somebody I know?
Well,
Just a guy came up to you.
do.
I don't know everybody there.
Because I think you introduced me to him. I think you said he wants to talk about Riley Reid.
Yeah, with Jameson.
Does that mean we have to do that?
Jameson really does hold court.
It was the subject of the email.
And he kept talking about she's pregnant. I said, as in you think she's pregnant, you think she's just kind of blowing up? Bee sting, I don't know. He said, I think she's pregnant. I said, I haven't seen her stuff in a while, so I don't know. Then we just got into porn. Then we got into,
But who's the dad?
but then we got into porn stars. And I said, I don't think she's married. And he said, I think she just got married to some.
This is just a random guy you're talking to, and now
We talked about this last year. Riley Reid marrying to that free runner.
Free runner.
A free runner.
What does that mean? Doesn't pay? Freeloader?
Is that a fluffer?
Cut. 5.
If you want people to follow, you get a guy like me or Plowsy that have a little bit of following on this show, and let us play in it.
Wait a minute.
And get people to watch. Now we get our 120,000.
Doug's not going to let this one go. I don't
If the
think.
Live Golf Tour wants people to follow, they need to get you to play in the game in the tournament.
Or you, or Plowsy, or me, or Jackson, or Tim.
What
the show
kind
has
of
a following.
do we have?
Well, if everybody on the fan page and people here in the YouTube chat, they will go to YouTube and watch. Hey, Strode's playing. He's going to shoot 150.
A couple dozen people.
They get me in there for one tournament to see what the list. Didn't work. Okay, but I got $120,000 out of it. I finished last.
You think that might happen to you?
You put me on the tips, I'm not making probably 60% of the fairways. I would be in the rough, right before the fairway.
Yeah. Why would they go for people with a couple dozen followers as opposed to somebody who's got a nationwide name and reputation?
Like Riggs.
Yeah, what about Riggs?
Well, yeah, go ahead. Get in.
Now your feelings have been hurt, haven't they?
I need the money.
And those were the cuts of the week.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Get the TMA mobile app and enable notifications so you don't miss a thing. See our content on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Stream us on the TMA mobile app and at TMASTL.com.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan for Design Air Heating and Cooling. I am a very happy client. Design Air Heating and Cooling and Seth Goldcamp and his incredible staff, which you can find online at designairservice.com. Just go to the website, click on the Book Now tab, and any issues you may be having with your HVAC system, they will take care of immediately. The customer service, second to none. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com.
Hey, it's Jackson for Rosalita's. TMA listeners know that Rosalita's Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled-high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and let Rosalita's cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with Ryan Kelly online at thehomeloanexpert.com. This is a reality for everybody right now, Ryan. Everything costs more at this particular moment in American history, but you can help the people out.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll be careful, but it's just crazy. Gas, the groceries. We were going to go see the in-laws this summer, and we looked at plane tickets about a month ago and didn't pull the trigger. We're going to go. We decided to finally go. We looked at the tickets just the other day, and they were triple, for the same flight, same everything. Everything just costs so much more. And we hear this from our clients. It's am I getting gas or groceries this month? Or am I going to pay this bill or this bill? When do I get paid next? It's not soon enough. There's just not enough money to get through the month. Well, the good news is for homeowners, there's never been a better time for a cash out refinance. Get the equity out of your house. Get it by the end of the month with our 10-day closing guarantee. How much money can you get with a simple cash out refinance? Let's find out today. Visit thehomeloanexpert.com.
Bertarelli Cutlery is the gold standard when it comes to having your knives sharpened. Locally owned and operated family business on the hill, where you can not only get knives sharpened, you can get those nitro gloves. Price of gloves has skyrocketed over the years. The need and demand for the gloves is back in a big way. Bertarelli has purchased truckloads of these gloves, and they buy in bulk and then pass the savings along to you. You'll also appreciate Bertarelli for their ability to sharpen up your tools. Chainsaw, axe, knife, lawnmower blades, you name it, they will sharpen it up. Bertarelli Cutlery, 1927 Marconi Avenue on the Hill. The website is bertarellico.com.
If you are a commercial property manager, property owner, small business owner, or are involved in operations, listen up. Engineer Design Facilities has become the #1 commercial fire alarm service provider in the market. EDF's goal is to not increase your operating budget, but rather decrease it, and at the same time service your business's commercial fire alarm needs with the most experienced and competent technicians this region has to offer. Make sure your building is up to code. Email fire@edf-rg.com to schedule your systems evaluation today. That's fire@edf-rg.com.
The Classic Car Show and Concert, September 25th at the Factory in Chesterfield, with performances by Jackal. When will it rain? I feel the heat burning through my shoes. And Stephen Piercy from Rat. Tickets for the concert on sale now. Got a classic car you want to show off? Vehicle registration is open now. The Classic Car Show and Concert, a day of fun for the family and a night of rock.
Find out how to get tickets at thefactorystl.com.
There's a lot of common sense and Western wisdom, like don't squat with your spurs on and always drink upstream from the herd. And there's also some Western wisdom that's less common, like never steal from a bear what you can't make for yourself, or a man doesn't know his worth until he's eye to eye with a rattlesnake holding a toad. I'm sure there's a good lesson in there somewhere, but there's one lesson that is perfectly clear. Fistful of Bourbon is an award-winning blend of 5 straight bourbons and as smooth as a banker on Friday. Get wise and pick up a bottle today. Don't be a damn fool. Please enjoy responsibly. Imported by William Grant & Sons, New York, New York.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, The Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
7:09 in St. Louis. You're listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After, 105.7 HD2 FM, The Potted Plant, TMASTL.com, YouTube.com/TMASTL. Welcome to our Munganess St. Louis Acura, Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. We're in the Michelob Ultra Studios. Timothy, Michael McKernan, Douglas, Elvin Vaughn, Kenneth Iggy Strode, Action Jackson, Virgin Pringles, Sauce Boss, and the Plowhawk on the 1s and 2s. And Doug, let's get right into it.
What? What do we get into?
My whole...
Boy, those Redbirds. Holy cow. This Redbird bunch.
Nice.
What are we up by 8 now?
Yeah, the Brewers lost to the Rockies.
Yeah.
Doug, at this point, let's focus on the Mets and the Braves.
Yeah, 5 behind?
Yeah.
5 behind them?
The Mets lost to the Pirates. Pirates just beat the Dodgers and Mets and then lose to everybody else. That's kind of their business model.
Hell, they's on scholarship, too.
I don't think all of them are. I feel like there's a few walk-ons.
There's a lot of walk-ons.
And that might be dangerous to the Cardinals because they have 9 left with the Pirates between now and the end of the regular season. So that's scary to see.
Well, it's not that scary. But even the Nationals can jump up and beat you every now and then.
Give me an example of when.
Well, 2 nights ago, they won 6-0.
What's your opinion?
Okay, well, I'm sure I saw it. I saw it. It was in the paper. It was online.
They reversed it.
I watched it.
I think you said they reversed it.
Someone changed the outcome?
That's correct.
Nationals didn't want to win. They said, we'll take the loss.
Cardinals have an 8.5 game lead on the Brewers. Anybody know how to calculate a magic number?
I think it's 18.
There you go. We just got it right here.
Is that what it is?
Exclusive.
18?
It's an HD2 exclusive. Any stations on HD1 show respect to HD2. Bend the knee.
Just pull a number out of my ass.
At this point, I'd be shocked if they didn't win it by at least 10.
Did I just
at least
tell you that they had to play the Pirates 9 times?
Yeah, well, maybe 12.
I know it's not the reason, but I'd love to see the record since the trade deadline when they got rid of Hader.
The Brewers record, I guess you're talking about then.
It ruined everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Both teams.
It's not like he's killing it either.
Yeah.
So.
No,
he's a disaster.
Unbelievable.
But I
pissed
think
off the Brewers, and it caused a debacle. He's not even the closer there anymore. Dick Wartitas is.
And he was the unquestioned best closer in the league for maybe 2 or 3 years. And just all of a sudden lost it overnight.
He actually was struggling in Milwaukee in the second half of July, but thought it was a blip. Guess it wasn't a blip.
No, when he was on, he was just almost impossible for guys to hit. But he's not on anymore. And that seems to happen frequently with closers.
Larry Bagby's Aqua Snappy is in the YouTube chat and says, Doug, I'd like a taste of your Newt bar. What's that mean?
I don't know. It sounds like a candy bar. If Lars becomes a superstar player, he can easily have a candy bar called a Newt bar.
Nice. Why don't we create that today?
All right. We probably could. You could probably sell that at Busch Stadium, a Newt bar.
We'll have nougat.
There should be some nougats in there. Nougats.
Jackson, can we do a Newt bar T-shirt?
Sure.
All right, well, knock that out. Anything else you guys want to do today, or you just
Well,
want to shut it down and play a recap from 2008?
The T-shirt would just be Newt, but the candy bar would be the Newt bar.
Nice. Why don't we make it?
Can we do that? Can we use his likeness on shirts?
Probably not.
I think that we'll check with legal on that. I would assume that they will clear it, his face and his name.
Yeah, I would think so.
Cardinal logo, too.
The Cardinal logo.
MLB
Nike
on the
swoosh.
sleeve.
They love it when you do that stuff.
Has anything worked as far as that? I mean, Brett Hall had a candy bar. It was awful. It was like a bit of honey, I think. I still have one at home. Eckstein came out with a cereal, Echoes.
Tiger Gatorade was the greatest Gatorade flavor of all time.
Don't forget about the salsa.
Oh, yeah, Carpenter had the sauce.
How can he bring up the sauce?
You got to. It ruined his career there in St. Louis. But
Baby Ruth candy bar.
The Burden chips are good. He's not a pro athlete, but in terms of
spicy, apparently.
I like them.
Oh, you've had them?
Oh, of course.
Where'd you get them?
Conoco gas station right there on Kings Highway.
Really?
Yep.
Doug the Loomster says the magic number's 19, so there you go.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot last night's win. Yes.
Well, that would have made it go lower.
Oh, I said 18.
Right. So if they won, the magic number would have been reduced.
I thought it was 19 last night, so I said 18.
Oh.
I was off by 1.
Okay. Well, we're not holding you to it because none of us knew the magic number either.
Well, I just made it up.
Well, sure you did.
Guys, good morning. The magic number is the number of games left minus the number of games up, then divided by the Plowhawks hog circumference?
No,
That's from Bobby and Soulard.
No.
So the new magic number is 5.285.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a thick hog.
Ah! Gosh.
Like a beer can.
Doug, I hear tell the lasses prefer girth over length, and I know we have a lot of them, and it's time for you to call into the Steve Schmidt Kia of North County phone lines to let us know your preference. We'll give everybody 30 seconds to give their length or girth preference, and then maybe a brief explanation, and then we'll just go to the next callers.
Oh, for heaven's
Only
sakes.
females, though. 636-9004-TMA. That's the reason for Manuel's success. Plowhawk's a big Manuel fan.
Big.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose his length is solid. I know he's uncut like Iggy, but I think it's the girth. I think it's the girth that really makes him so rewarding for our friends in the San Fernando Valley, and now a lot in Las Vegas and Miami as well. So your thoughts, 636. Do we have a full board of calls yet?
None that I can see.
Oh, we just
Are we
turned
on
the phones
delay?
on.
Yeah, Raby's calling.
Bill Haywood says, I prefer girth.
I thought Manuel was cut.
Doug?
I got nothing for you on that.
See, Manuel is having kind of that Albert Pujols type career.
He is?
I think he's cut.
He's making a comeback late in his career.
Well, and just the longevity. His first 10 years in the game, Doug, and very similar to the Pujols success.
Oh, was it?
Well, he doesn't age. He still looks like he's like 30-something.
Yeah.
They spell Manuel.
Manuel?
That's correct.
I'm going to find out once and for all.
Oh,
I'm on my
driving for pictures?
I'm on my phone,
Yeah.
not on my work
look
machine.
great. When Hubbard looks at the database with searches.
And
from
I'm not on the
Jackson's.
Wi-Fi either. Doing this one Han Solo.
Let's show prep.
Producing.
So now we're going to wait for you to get to the
No,
pictures to
please.
describe
Come in
it?
to-
No, please continue.
come in to
I'll just
see
drop it
that.
in whenever I find
Okay,
out.
you drop it.
We got here. This is Nathan from the. I saw this was Brian Henshin. It didn't seem like his brand. Hello, I'm wondering if we can talk about the propaganda that Powder was spewing on QFTA yesterday. how this thick, thin-haired twink could claim he is the most likely on the dais to have an MFF is outrageous and is akin to the propaganda Joseph Goebbels used to spew during World War II.
Easy.
Be better powder.
What happened?
Well, I don't know how the topic came up, but then again, that's been the theme of the podcast for 5 years. Who on the rankings of the people on the dais most likely to have the less popular MFF?
Boy, that is pretty
By
unpopular.
process of elimination.
I would say Jackson.
And I said, I agree with Jackson. I'd go Jackson, Plowhawk, and then it's up in the air with me and Iggy and 3 and 4, and then Doug, I figure you're fifth.
Yeah, I'm bringing up the rear.
So Nathan from the east side of Alton, if he can get through, because I know we have a full board of female callers for this girth or length.
A lot of the female callers may already be going private with one of us.
Yeah, well, Tim's married. He's been trying forever to have this happen, and it hasn't. Doug's not going to do anything. Plowsy, unless Madison is bisexual, probably not. I'm not doing any work anymore, so there's no way I'm going to get 2 girls to come in and just do me. So Jackson's
So Jackson's the only one.
Yeah.
So it's 1, and that's where the rankings stop.
Manuel's
He gave it to me for 9 innings.
Oh.
Is he cut?
uncut.
Really? I was certain of that.
Can confirm.
I could have swore I saw some skin go over there.
It takes a couple more minutes in the shower.
You seemed awfully anxious, Jackson, to get to the pictures.
I wanted the information that we were.
What did you go to
presenting.
a search, or did you actually look at images and then zoom in on his ween?
The latter.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
you have to.
Dedicated to the
Yeah,
craft.
wow, I have to go on.
I mean, even a lot of guys that are cut, depending on how they're cut, they look like they're not uncut until you start moving it around a little bit.
Oh,
That's a lot to
gosh,
take
I think this
in.
Redbird Club is on fire right now.
Turn off your phone, Wrinkles. That's from Brian Henson.
I just did. Thank you. Forgot to do it this morning. Crucify me.
Mr. Licks is active. He says, I'd like to go private with Jackson just so we can bond over Ledoux things like Everbowl and Lester's. Thanks. That's from Mr. Licks.
Lester's the big hangout.
My Olivet side might be showing, but I don't know what Everbowl is.
I've never heard of it.
I've been to Lester's many a time.
Do you like the corned beef? They have thin fries there.
I don't get corned beef, no.
Really?
I don't enjoy corned beef.
Really? Okay.
I go to Lester's when Sportsman's Park is too busy. I like Lester's, don't get me wrong, but Sportsman's Park is the go-to.
I haven't had good Sportsman's Park experiences recently.
I
have to be transparent here. It's important to this show. I love it, Doug, the Larry Wilson burger. Oh,
Yeah.
Bill.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite football Cardinal
But I
players.
feel like they changed the. I don't know, something
I
changed.
thought it was Sportsman's P.
Sportsman's Pin, actually.
That's right. People
Jackson,
get
have you
mad-
been there recently? I assume you do a lot of business deals there.
Right, yeah. Corporate meetings. But no, I actually haven't been there probably in 6-7 months. People get mad at me, like my friends get mad at me because I like the steak fries better than the curly fries.
Oh, that's the right call.
I'm sticking up for my roots, but they think the curly fries are the move.
Well, they're a bunch of dandies.
That's that's exactly what I told them. I said, you're all dandies.
And what is this other place now?
Everbowl. I don't know what that is. I can't assume it's a bowling alley in Ladue.
Yeah, I have a feeling
No
planning and
offense.
zoning might not get that through.
Bowling
Oh, it's in Frontenac.
Ladue Lanes.
Wow.
It's a
Surprised that happened there, too.
it's a craft acai bowl and superfood coffee.
Oh. That
Not
does
really
sound
into the
dainty.
whole acai thing. So.
Lottie frickin'
It's
Now, Tropicana Lanes, where's that?
Clayton.
That's close to Ladue.
Yeah, it's in the ballpark.
closer to Brentwood, though.
This
It's
Everbowl,
grandfathered in.
this Everbowl thing is in that same shopping center where Schneidhorst used to be.
Oh, yeah. That's the hotbed of
Yeah. So is that Frontenac or Ladue? I think it's technically Frontenac.
the,
I can imagine.
Yeah.
yoga committee.
Right.
You haven't been there in a while.
You haven't been by the Starbucks at Clayton?
No, we
Lindbergh?
have a coffee machine here.
Well, it would be a little out of the way for you to go there.
Extremely out
Well,
of the
that's
way.
true too. But I mean, there's one up by my house in Westport too that I
Probably the
would
same
go see.
scene.
No, not really.
Not as many white Range Rovers?
No.
A lot of hoop.
In free time? All due respect.
Yeah, a lot of people on their computers acting like they're writing a script.
Writing a script. Well, I suppose there are a lot of people that have their act together right in that area. That could actually be very busy.
Yeah, but they all just sit there with their laptops and hope people look at them.
That's what people want.
Gosh.
Might see me writing a
it's
screenplay.
wild.
Everybody's writing
Why does it have to be a
screenplays in St.
screenplay?
Louis.
I love the business calls that they take on their AirPods
First, he did not walk outside to take the call. Just
Yeah, that
right
I don't
there.
care
It's like,
for.
Jesus, man.
Mr. Licks has followed up with his explanation. He says, the audience wouldn't know it because it's not deep-fried food and milkshakes. We try to keep the walleye away, honestly. That's from Mr. Lick.
Oh.
Yeah, an acai bowl will do that for you.
I don't know what that is.
If somebody
Is
said
that
you want to go
sushi?
get an acai bowl, I'd kick him out of my car.
Acai is like yogurt and berries.
Oh, that sounds
The sushi thing you're thinking is poke. Or pokey.
Chili's
You
in
say
Texas
poke
Roadhouse.
or
Those are
pokey?
very underrated.
I don't say either because
What
I
is
really don't have much.
I have sushi. I've never heard of
I thought it was called tuna pokey.
Yeah, I think pokey is right. But that's like a rice and uncooked fish bowl.
We're doing tuna noodle casserole tonight.
Oh, that's
Similar?
nice.
I enjoy a good tuna noodle casserole.
I'll be honest, I'm ready for it.
Tuna helper?
No, it's Star-Kissed. Right?
Oh,
Albacore.
Live read. Heads up.
Must be nice.
Iggy is the king of projection. Not everyone's an attention whore, Wrinkles. That's Nate, and he's in Tallahassee celebrating the Knowles 2-0 start.
I don't know what that means.
You said they were all typing screenplays, looking for attention. But
Well, when I heard one guy one day said, how you getting on that thing? I'm caught in Act 3. When they're talking to each other about, I'm guessing they're writing screenplays. Or
Good luck.
pretending. Or pretending to write screenplays.
I wouldn't think there's a lot of screenplay writing going on in that parking
Well, they're
lot.
probably not. They're pretending that
Not
they're
a lot
doing
of
it.
successful ones.
Probably sitting there doing word puzzles or something, acting like they're working.
Guys, Mr. Licks just tipped his hand. If you're throwing out Lester's as proof of high society in Ladue, you are definitely a Hoosier. Thanks. That's from the 314.
Lester's is a nice place.
I enjoy it. Doug, you
Nice
like the
place.
corned beef?
No, I don't eat corned beef.
Huge parking lot. Just,
It is a large
Yeah.
parking lot, and sometimes I can't find spots.
yeah. It's a good place to watch a game, though. They got a ton of TVs.
You like a good Reuben sandwich?
No,
He doesn't like corned beef.
I don't like sauerkraut.
no,
like-
I don't either.
I like it on a Reuben for some reason. I guess it's hot and it's toasted. I just can't eat sauerkraut by myself. Or
Yeah,
by
that's
itself.
terrible.
Stephen Wildwood says this guy and his friends talk French fries, and they're in their 20s. There's 0% chance for the MFF with this one. That's from Steve, and he's in Wildwood. Well, if Jackson's not going to have it, I don't know who's going to have it in here.
What should we be
We'll
talking
probably
about?
get shut out.
International policy? Talk French fries, bro.
I mean, I could get one if I worked at it. I really just don't want to work at
Oh,
it.
you couldn't get one.
Oh, I'm sure I could go somewhere.
I think you could. I think it would be a rough scene.
It would be rough, yeah,
You'd
but
have
I
to
could
pay
get it
for
done.
it.
Ooh, that
No, I
sweat.
could pay for it, but I could get
It'd
it
be
done.
like a broken fan page person. And
Yeah, I could find two laying on the floor at the bar that I could just, come on, let's go.
there would be people just lying on the floor.
Well, passed out.
Yeah.
How often have you seen that?
Hang around till 12:30 or 1, you'll see a few.
I used to. I never saw people
Just passed out.
just lying on the floor.
Taking a nap.
Or in the parking lot. No, it wouldn't be a pretty MFF, but I could get one.
I might agree with that.
Well, does it even
The
count?
whole statement. If it's not good,
Yeah.
Well, sure it counts.
I don't know that it counts. No.
It's not like you're going to go around
'Cause if-
bragging about it.
If it's something everyone else would love to avoid because it's so ugly, then it doesn't count.
Well, something has to happen. It doesn't matter how fun it is. I mean, I had two in bed in Bermuda. Nothing happened, but I had two women sleep with me.
What were they doing there?
Just I let them stay there because they were out of money.
And those are the ones you eventually told to skedaddle?
They were from St. Louis. Yeah, well, eventually, if they're not going to do anything, I'm just going to be hanging on. I'm not going to have any sex with both of you.
These were a couple of fitness models down there for a bikini shoot.
One looked like Pat Benatar, the other one.
Pat Sajak.
Pat Sajak and Pat Benatar. This is interesting. Hey, I'm texting in from the Starbucks at Lindbergh and Clayton. I'm writing a script about a 65-year-old man accidentally DMing high school girls to go to Pitbull with him. That'll be a wonderful film.
Yeah. And she says yes, thinking it's a 16-year-old guy, and then there's all kinds of, there's an arrest involved and a prison scene.
It's pretty easy to go check me on Facebook. I don't look 16.
Then it turns out to
There were a lot of guys there, a lot of dads who brought their daughters to the thing.
maybe they were the daughters.
Well, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of daughters there by themselves.
It's
and the
not a
parents
bad
just let
idea
them go.
for a screenplay though. Could turn into a prison escape movie.
Well, maybe I'll get the Starbucks and start on it.
Guys, he tells us the naked Bermuda girls story at least twice a month. That's from The Hunchback of Owen Castle.
I don't know if I've heard that one.
I don't think I've
definitely heard it. I don't feel like I've heard it recently.
Yeah.
Might have been maybe in July it made an appearance.
Well,
I never knew about the Pat Benatar part, though. And Pat Sajak?
It tied into the story. We were talking about MFFs, and I said I came close, just no sex.
It's a wild combo.
They were in the same bed.
Someone that looked like Pat Benatar and then another person that looked like Pat Sajak.
Well,
Count me out.
Plowsy said that. Listen, I can't really describe what she looked like.
A young or older Pat Sajak? He was a marvelous weatherman in L.A.
Mr. Licks just sent in some mail that has his zip code on it. Proof that I'm an OG. That's from Mr. Licks.
Who cares?
No, that's not proof.
Just because you live there doesn't mean you have money.
That's pretty funny they sent in a piece of mail, though.
I thought he was sending in a balance sheet per the request of the Warson Woods Wacko. I thought that's where things stood with that negotiation. You can send in your balance sheets to the Engineered Design Facilities text inbox 314-881 TMA5. EDF's Fire Division is now testing, inspecting, and maintaining the fire system on all commercial kitchen and restaurant hoods. If you have visibility to your company or place of business's commercial fire alarm panel and system, email fire@edf-rg.com, and they'll have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. You can also check them out anytime at edf-rg.com, the official commercial fire alarm services and solutions provider of TMA. Design Air is the official HVAC provider of TMA. Send your emails in for our Design Air heating and cooling email today, the morning after, at InsideSTL.com. If you run into any issues with your HVAC system, well, what you do is you go to DesignAirService.com, you click on the Book Now tab, and now you're working with Seth Goldcamp and his outstanding staff of service technicians. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at DesignAirService.com. Doug's a client. I'm a client. And I had it at 65 degrees last night, and I slept like the tiniest of little babies.
That's
a lot
pretty
of REM
cold.
sleep. A lot of REM sleep. Surprisingly, I didn't think I slept as well as my Whoop tells me, but hell, you know, if my Whoop says it, Doug, it must be the truth.
It feels chilly to me, 65.
2 hours and 29 minutes of REM. Oh, you wanted to know how many hours of deep sleep? 2 hours and 7 minutes?
What's the difference?
Doug?
I don't know. REM is when your eyes are going back and forth real quick.
Rapid eye movement.
Right. Isn't that when you're in the deepest of sleep?
I kind of would agree with you, honestly. But if my Whoop says it, I agree with it.
Okay.
See, I had kind of a dilemma because I put mine on 69 when I go to bed. 68, 69.
Nice.
And it's chilly, but I have, I cuddle up in my Vera Wang comforter, and I'm fine. But then I get up in the morning. And
What's a Vera Wang comforter?
It's all designer.
It feels like a bunny rabbit fur. It's so warm.
It's the cover? It's a blanket?
Bunny fur.
It's a comforter. Well, yeah, it's a
the
blanket.
whole comforter.
It's a blanket.
And you threw out Vera Wang, indicating that you spent a lot of money on this?
No, just that it's a very good model. It's very comfortable.
Okay.
It's not some cheap thing you get for like
Cheapest for
$2.95.
Hoosiers. Yeah.
But then when I get up in the morning, because I sleep naked.
No, God.
Then I get up in the morning and go to the bathroom.
I bet that's a sight.
I'm freezing. Because once I take the Vera Wang off and I get out of bed, now I'm freezing. Then I've got a landing strip. Then I turn it up. Then I turn it up to like 75 for the day.
Don't you have a robe next to your bed?
I don't know.
In case someone knocks on the door or something?
Nobody's knocking on my door.
Come and knock on my door. We've been waiting for you. Doug, Jack Tripper? Is that Jack Tripper?
That's the character he played, yeah. John Ritter.
Yeah. Joyce DeWitt.
John Ritter, son of Tex Ritter.
All right.
Yeah.
And he ran the Triangle Offense.
No, he was a country singer.
Who later would run...
I think you're thinking of Tex Winter.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Interviewed Joyce DeWitt. And we've interviewed Suzanne Summers.
Okay.
She's been on the show.
How'd that go?
I don't know. She was on TMA. Was she talking about Tahiti Village?
Doug, what's going on right now?
No, that was Tanya Roberts that we had on, right?
I think we had her on, too. No, Three's Company. You brought up the cast, and I said I interviewed Joyce DeWitt.
Oh.
And I think Suzanne Summers was on TMA at one point.
That must have been off.
Yeah,
That would have never gotten through
Yeah,
Congress.
I think you were out of town when we got her on. Tim's out of town. Let's get the crap guest on.
Well, she did Buns of Steel, didn't she?
Was it Buns of Steel? Is that what she was doing?
I think so.
She got naked in the first Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry movie.
Oh, she did.
I've got a landing strip. She was in the pool bouncing up and down before she got shot.
She was
Is
a
that
big
right?
star in her time. Big star. Still alive, I think, and doing well.
Yeah. Got to be pushing 75, 80.
I saw Raquel Welch turned 80. Was it 82 yesterday? Did you see the picture of her that was floating around the internet? It's unbelievable.
What, her
looks like-
82nd birthday?
Yeah, it looks like she's 40, maybe.
Oh, you got that kind of money.
Well, you can have money and still look old.
We'll get some work done.
Well, that goes a little ways. It doesn't go all the way. Not like what she looks
No,
like.
and good genes.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Come and knock on my door.
Even the great Don Knotts had a role in that.
He did.
Mr.
Is he the landlord?
Furley?
He's a neighbor.
He was.
Norman Fell was the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he also played the landlord in what award-winning film?
Norman Fell. We have initials, please.
T.G.
The Godfather.
No, sir.
No. The Guardian. Second letter, first word. Top Gun.
Nope. H. There was no landlord in Top Gun. I don't believe.
I know that was TG. I thought it was a pretty good guess. Third letter, first word.
E.
E. Nice.
The.
You must know it.
The Graduate.
Yes.
Graduate. Okay.
It took me a while to think of it.
He wanted Dustin Hoffman out of that place.
Yeah.
Thought he was up to no good growing up in the hood. Compton's Most Wanted, Boys in the Hood, 1991, right? 91?
I don't know the years, Tim.
And he wanted Jack Tripper out of there because he thought he was gay.
That would be discrimination.
Yeah. Well, back then you could do that.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, there's TV shows that were back then that could never make it today.
Yeah. All in the Family being
All in the Family. I'm not sure if Married with Children can make it today because all Al did was make fun of big people.
Jefferson.
Oh, is that right? Really?
Oh.
He made fun of fat people?
Oh, every time a big woman would come into the store, he'd just make fun of her and tell fat jokes.
Yeah. Sanford and Son, probably not.
Red Fox.
Yeah.
Friend of the show.
St. Louis.
Morning, I'm always available if you need me for a threesome. My husband and I will be at Cecil Whitaker's for BOGO night, laying down on a base layer on the off chance we get peer pressured into a sad night of sex again. Thanks. That's from Soiler of Kitchen, living room sinks. I had 2 homeless people in my bed when I lived in Somalia. I ain't going to have any sex with both of them.
Enjoy the Cecil Whitaker's.
Growing up in the hood was 91, Tim.
Nice. Compton's Most Wanted, Doug.
Okay.
MC8. But I don't think he spelled it like E-I-G-H-T. I think he spelled it
imagine that.
E-I-H-T.
Right. Has to be wrong.
But I
Be
could,
cool.
But I could be.
No, E-I-H-T.
Yeah. Interesting. Might spell the letter number 8 that way now.
And if Cecil Whitaker's has a BOGO, I'm going.
All right.
If you can get a free Cecil Whitaker's.
I read again. Vera Wang and Cecil Whitaker's. Put it on the book.
That's not cheap pizza.
Cecil Whitaker's is expensive pizza?
Yeah.
It's all relative.
Really?
Well, it's like if you get a large Emos, it's like, what, $20?
Well, yeah, if you're comparing it.
And Cecil
that
Whitaker's
style.
is like Emos. They have Provel cheese.
Doug, there you are.
Okay.
It's good pizza.
Well, most large pizzas cost you around $20 now, won't they?
Yeah, you can get a Domino's large for like $8.95.
I hit that on
Really?
Leo's this past Friday.
How was it?
Bill.
Good? Yeah, I'm sure it was good.
It's Miners, boys.
That's worth whatever they charge.
It is the bee's knees, and I got fungo wings. Trying to figure out what the recipe is. Guy won't tell me.
No.
Guys, Mama from Mama's Family still gets me harder than steel. Thanks. That's from Culky Culkin.
Mama.
Vicki Lawrence?
She's still around, I think.
She's going to be in town. She's at the Two Hill.
Why don't we have her in?
The Blanche Two Hills?
We can have Culky Culkin come in and see if he gets hard.
Down there at the Lindenwood, I think.
No, that's UMSL.
Hey, guys, can we revisit the Liam Riley talk from yesterday? It might need to be checked into as to why Iggy's obsessed with this twink. Thanks. That's from Oink Oink, the boy pig.
I give Jackson credit. This morning he was looking for some Liam Riley Instagram audio. We couldn't find any. But he was checking. And Jackson was just disgusted, saying, I just don't know what you want this for.
Well, I was just confused more, perplexed, honestly, because he's just a guy who
Kind of.
dabbles in cross-dressing every once in a while.
No, I think that's the things he does for a living. I don't know. I'm fascinated with the guy for some reason.
My perplexion comes from your fascination, which is fine.
Are you attracted to him?
No.
Doug, that was
I'm not gay.
It was a bit of a delay.
Who are we talking about again?
As the correct response to
Liam Riley. He's.
You thought my read was correct, Jackson?
Doug.
No, Doug's response to who is this guy?
Yeah, who is it?
I come across him because I follow Bella Danger, and he's like a Bella Danger's hanger-oner.
Hanger-oner.
Yeah.
Like her agent?
No, just everywhere she goes, he's there, and
how do you know?
He tags her and everything, and then he gets her followers. I don't know. I saw him, and I'm fascinated with how he makes a living.
You'd like to do that yourself?
Well, if I was gay and I look like that, and I could cross-dress and make money, I'd probably do it.
Nice. So there's a few boxes to check, do you?
I think you probably go ahead and repop. aim high with your life.
Well, I'm sure he's making money. He's living in Miami. He just got back from Malta.
It doesn't mean you're making a lot of money because you live in Miami. There's a lot of poor people in Miami. A lot.
Well, he doesn't look poor.
Okay.
Can we get this guy on?
I've tried. He won't get back to me.
Oh.
I've tried DMing him, saying we'd love to get you on. And
what kind of questions would we ask him?
I don't know. I mean,
you and I would just watch Iggy perform his crap.
Pretty sure that nobody would talk except for me.
You are quick to forget the SGO Angel Julia interview.
What a wonderful interview.
Which we had even less questions for.
She was still in bed, wasn't she?
That's correct.
She was sleeping.
Yeah. She then uttered the sentence, period, like the dot.
I thought that was Keisha Gray.
No, that was for sure SGO.
Is that
Angel
right?
Julia.
Wow.
Yeah. When she was giving out
that trivia question.
She was giving out her Instagram handle, and she was like, "It's Julia dot," like the period.
What's her Instagram? Because wasn't she moving to Los Angeles?
I think she's still in Los Angeles. I think she was trying to get into porn. I'm sure she's doing OnlyFans.
How do you try to? I'm going to say, how do you try to get into it?
Yeah, now you just do.
Aren't you just kind of
You're
victimized by it?
Kai's got a new girlfriend now.
Oh, is that right? How's it going?
They look like they're in love.
Great.
He's not cutting his hair. He's got his hair kind of long now. Seems to be doing well.
These are the high school kids that you're stalking?
Yeah, they have a new mansion called the Treehouse.
Okay.
SGO Treehouse.
Sick.
You'd like to go down there, wouldn't you?
Oh, if I go to Miami, I'll pop in.
You think they'd have you?
Of course they'd have
Welcome you into the party?
Of course they would.
As soon as they find out you've got a Vera Wang comforter, they're going to let you in.
Guys, let's derail the show again for 15 minutes for something that absolutely no one cares about except for the geriatric in the studio. That's from the Green Park Goblin. Now, Kulky Culkin, who did Kulky Culkin book for us?
Chris Welsh.
Chris Welsh says, I will get Liam Riley booked by the end of the 8 o'clock hour.
Oh.
Wow.
Do it.
What's on the
How
list?
many names does he have? Kulky Culkin, It's Kathy. What else does he have?
He signed off as It's Kathy.
What's his government?
But it shows up in the text inbox presented by EDF
What's
as
up to
Kulky
Tim?
Culkin.
Tim wants you to try. Go ahead.
Sure. I
thought you were getting
what else are we
Pitbull
doing?
You're getting Pitbull on parts. What happened there?
We're already running out of topics. 7:40.
Yeah.
The listeners couldn't get us Pitbull?
It's Kathy said he could get Pitbull, but we didn't get him.
He sent a number. I was going to call it.
I would have.
We're not booking guests. If you want to hear a good guest, book them your own damn self.
The Chris Welsh was kind of in the play because he's a broadcaster. Pitbull, that's a different story.
Well,
book Liam. Go ahead.
Pitbull's just a
Have
guy.
him call in.
Puts his pants on one at a time, like the rest
Tell him
of
his
us.
boyfriend Iggy wants to talk to him.
My favorite part of the 7 o'clock hour is hearing Iggy justify every one of his non sequitur stories with how it connects to the larger conversation. I feel like I'm in the reading comprehension portion of the ACT every single morning, but the version for the dumbs who took it untimed. Thanks. That's from little Tommy Tribbets, who's taking the ACT.
Well, and your texts are pretty much the same every day, too.
Oh, you just went after Tribbins.
Sure did.
I took the ACT untimed.
Uh-oh.
I'm one of the dumbs?
Well, you have to talk to Tribbins.
I guess.
I don't think they had the SATs when I was growing up.
We took those standardized tests.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think it was the SAT back then.
All ACT now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I did a long time ago.
Yeah, you
Follows the
probably
successful one around. Gets followers because he's associated with a successful person. Tags person in posts for engagement. This Liam Riley fella has all the qualifications to become an HD2 hanger-oner for Tim. Thanks, that's from Annie, Anna. She has 3 letters in her last name. I'll show you at the break.
Well, I guess that's one way to make it. Try to get hooked up with someone who's highly successful.
Well, the people that follow Tim are not the same people that probably like me.
Interesting.
So
hold on a second.
Why would
People
you say
follow
as much?
me on what? Twitter?
Yeah. It's not the same
There's
as...
not a whole lot of activity from me on the Twitter tweets.
Well, if you look at the poll you did with me and Joe.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
you got-
50-50, Doug.
Oh, is that how it came out?
I was really surprised by that.
Yeah, I mean, if you put that on the fan page, it's probably 80-20.
Who?
So
In
it's a
favor of
total
who?
Me. So it's a total different
Well, the fan
crowd.
page are your people.
Well, that's what I'm
I think
saying.
there's a lot more relatability
That's what I'm
there.
saying. So your Twitter followers are not just people that follow the show. You got all kinds of people following you that don't even know who I am.
All right, let's see. Doug will put it up on the fan page.
Okay.
How did it get to 50-50? I thought when you ended the poll, it was like 54-46.
Well, I mean, ballpark 50-50. You are correct. I think it was 54-46, 53-47. Doug, was it 53-47?
I
or was
don't
it?
know. I didn't look at it.
Who'd you vote for?
I voted for Iggy.
Vote. I don't look at those things.
Yeah, well, Pepper's always going to vote for Jeannie.
That's too close. Too close for comfort for me.
I was surprised by how close it was.
Well, he had a late charge. He spent the night campaigning, probably.
Oh, you think?
Well, we didn't even have one of our show hosts vote for Iggs.
Who's that?
Well, Doug didn't vote at all.
Yeah, you
I
missed
didn't
it.
know I was supposed to.
Let's see what we got. Hold on, let me pull this up. 52.8 to 47.2. 579 votes.
That is
And what
neck
percentage
and
of the
neck.
votes are in?
Well, I did this a few days ago. September
NBC
2nd.
projecting a winner?
They are. Dan Rather's got it. Remember when he said last time he won like 98-2? Yeah, pretty close. That's Beer Cats in my comments. Well, somebody made a gif of Iggy grabbing his balls at Belle Reve.
Oh,
Nicely
no.
done, Dan from Wentzville.
Not at Belle Reve, you didn't.
Yeah, when he missed his putt for 99. Nicely done.
Yeah,
I'll put it on the
the
fan
6 iron cost me.
Yeah, that's right. Just didn't. I don't think. I think the face was open coming through.
Yeah,
Is
he
that what you
blocked
saw
it.
in
Yeah, it
TrackMan?
was.
Block party.
Yeah, I was going to cut it, and then I hit it straight, and then it went right. Yeah, what are you going to do?
No, there's nothing you can do at this point.
Yeah, he just said, this Kathy just needs to let me know when you want to come pick up your 20.
You
I pay
owe
my
$20?
debts. Yeah, we made a $20 bet.
Maybe you should go to his house and deliver it.
I don't have Venmo, so I said if I lose, you're going to have to come up here and pick it up. So it's here whenever you want it.
Okay.
I'm not driving.
Can you mail it to him?
No. I'm not mailing cash.
Why? Just 20.
All right, the poll's up on the TMA fan page. Come on in, the water's warm.
I'm going to vote.
Nice, look at this.
Starting from scratch?
Well, yeah, I mean, I just posted it.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were posting the 54. And
Damn, it's still
Oh, there's the Twitter.
50-50.
The Twitter poll is 52.8. I would imagine the fan page. Doug, what do you think the fan page will be?
Oh, that'd be about
Let's say 70-30.
70-30.
Yeah, I think that's it.
yeah, I have blocked like 90 people, so those 90 will vote for Joe.
That's a lot of blocking.
That is a lot of blocking.
Or we counted them.
You having a treat, bro?
I have my muffins. I got one left.
Nice. What flavor?
Blueberry. It's a go-to.
Real nice.
The banana nut one is the best.
Spunkmeyer?
No, I wish. It's just a little bite, the Edmonds.
All they have to do is put just a hint of a blueberry in there, and you feel like you're eating healthy.
We talked about that yesterday in the kitchen where there were just cupcakes, and then we saw the raspberries. And we're like, oh, if you eat 20 of them.
Yeah, you'll lose some weight.
Tim, get ready for 47.2% of the fan page to be blocked by the used condom. That's from Dave in St. Peters. Doug, you remember him in 2015. He
The
showed up in
shirt,
a
yeah.
wrinkled shirt.
Yeah, and
Because you can
believe in ironing.
when you vote, you can see who voted for which side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, look, I don't block people for not liking me or having an opinion about me. I block you if you're vile and you really are just mean-spirited. That's when you get blocked.
Yeah. They got
Other than
it
that,
coming.
you can say what you want. I don't care.
Oh, there it is. You'll see producer Joe at noon today. We're doing Pick 6 today, Doug.
Oh.
And what a performance by the Deus. Like 25 and 11 or something like that were the records, if I'm not mistaken, or 25 and 10 because Gangster Pete had one push. He went 1 and 4, but without that Gangster Pete weighing us down, my God, that would have been 24 and 6, I think. That's ridiculous.
Oh.
I don't know.
Why are you doing it today?
I have a sound story tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, it's a little early. I don't get all my information in from all my sources until Thursday. So
I suppose that first week
vulnerable.
you could win big or lose big when you're not quite sure what teams have.
I just based everything on the transfer portal. That's all I did with the bets. That's all I did. The teams that got hammered by it. I bet against, and I did this betting too. And then the teams that benefited from it, because you saw what happened with Missouri on Thursday night. I mean, their best players were guys who weren't on the field last year. You know, Gabe's raving about Tyron Hopper, and you know, that's how it wound up playing out. So I don't know if that'll carry over to next year. How come I can't? Jackson, are you on the fan page to see the results?
I can't
see them. I don't know.
Let's see.
While you're looking at that, I'll look at Centric for people. Cybersecurity is the most exciting career in technology, one of the most in demand. Centric can train you for a career in cybersecurity, and they can do it in just 4 months. Centric's hands-on program teaches you the actual job skills you need to get started. No history, no biology, just technology. That's how they do it in just 4 months. Even if you have no IT experience, and you can do it online, or you can do it in person. You can do it in the evenings, you can do it during the day, whichever works best for you. If you're interested in a career in cybersecurity, call Patrick Nealon. It's Centric Training Today. He'll walk you through Centric's cutting-edge program and show you everything Centric does to help get you started in your IT career. Call 314-450-4714 or go to centric.com/STL. That's CENTRIQ.com/STL. Cybersecurity is a problem for every business in St. Louis. You can be part of the solution. Tell you what, that TMSTL shop yesterday was going through Pepper and Genie shirts galore. The people wanted them. They are now up in a variety of colors. TMASTLshop.com. You have that, the brand new TM. If you're watching on YouTube, that logo over Doug's shoulder, that's available in a T-shirt. The golf shirts, the hats, and also the club head covers, all available at TMASTLshop.com. If you're going to a Missouri game, the black and gold TMA logo with the state of Missouri, the Illini, the blue and orange with the state of Illinois and the TMA logo, plus all the Cardinal shirts as the Cardinals make their run. It's TMASTLshop.com. Check it out. And if you're interested in a sound story, go online at mysoundstory.com and get an interview with me, with Doug, with Learn, with Jackson, mysoundstory.com. If you have a family member in a retirement home, we will go to see you at the retirement home. And you can book it at mysoundstory.com or get it as a gift certificate at mysoundstory.com. Schedule it, and you get to come into the Hubbard Radio Studios and have one of us, of your choice, interview. mysoundstory.com, a company we started a few years ago and continue to operate here. mysoundstory.com. Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies. Jackson, why don't you tell the people about him?
Mark's the best in the business. I mean, it's just that simple. Mark is the best. If you are in any situation, let's say you're saving up for your kid's college fund, very important, or maybe just a family vacation or saving up for your own retirement, it doesn't matter. You give Mark Hanna a call, you tell him about what your goals you want to be, where you want to be in the next 5 to 10 years, what your current situation is now, and Mark can help you get to where you want to be.
Sick.
Because he has excellent strategies, he's super knowledgeable, and on top of all of this, he's just a wonderful human being. Like, he's truly somebody that you want to trust when it comes to your personal finances and your financial future. So if you don't have anybody, you're just throwing money into a savings account, bad idea. I was kind of doing that, and now that I've switched over to Mark Hanna, I'm in a much better position than I was just a year ago.
Doug, this guy's bragging about his portfolio.
He really is. Now that he's making some money, he always tells us.
Yeah, it's so awkward.
It's crazy awkward. But Mark Hanna, it's not awkward with Mark Hanna.
Oh, okay.
Because he is the best. So if you don't have anybody, get in touch with Mark Hanna. If you already have somebody, consider making the switch over to Mark Hanna. I think you're going to be really happy that you did, because Mark is the best in the business.
Check out Family Golf and Learning Center. Their new and exciting short game area is open and the best in town. Features a huge 20,000 square foot bent grass green, 3 bunkers, bluegrass, fescue rough, and lush zoysia surrounds. Come work on your short game with Family Golf and Learning Center. That's where you can find me much of the time. I love just sitting there and chipping and pitching and putting. That facility is phenomenal. It's Family Golf and Learning Center. And when the weather starts to cool down and you don't want to go out in the cold and the rain and the sleet and the ice and the clouds for 6-7 months, you can go inside at Family Golf and Learning Center and have the TrackMan simulator work on your game in the off-season. Play in their sims in the off-season, and you can enjoy the fun and games at FamilyGolfOnline.com. That's Family Golf and Learning Center, an incredible short game facility, and indoor with the TrackMan simulator as well. Think about it. Jackson, what are the results in the early going on this poll? I see that there are 55 votes, but I didn't vote, so I can't see the results.
That's a lot of votes already.
I just posted 3 minutes ago.
It looked like
64 votes now.
Iggy was up 59 to 41.
67.
That doesn't add up to 64 votes.
67 to 33 right now.
That doesn't either. What the hell's going on, Doug?
No, 67% to 33%. 64 votes total.
Got it. Thank
21
you,
for Projo, 43 for Iggs.
That's on track to be on the 70%, 30%. That's what our projections were. That's what our Gallup poll survey showed.
Nice going, Iggy.
No, I'm just thrilled.
Wow, doesn't sound like he wants the support. Maybe there's going to be a rally now for
Well,
Projo.
I love the support, but I mean, who cares?
Well, that may hurt the numbers.
That's good.
Well, no,
It's
I'm
not
happy
exactly
that
the
you.
statement we
But
thought
I mean,
you'd
I've
make.
said all along. I mean, just because
People's champ.
you can like me and like Joe. I had somebody DM me and say, "Eggs, I hope you don't care, but I love you on the show, but I'm also a Prod Joe guy." I said, "You don't have to choose."
I cannot imagine how one arrives at a point in their lives where they're DMing you about apologizing for voting for.
No, not voting. This is a few months ago. Just said, I don't know.
Like a Swopes pick.
No, a topic came up on the fan page about something.
Well, sure it did.
And he said, "Eggs, I hope you don't care, but I just, I comment on that, but I love you on the show. I'm a lemming, but I always liked Prod Joe when he was on the show." I said, "You don't have to choose. You can like both of us. You don't have to. You think I'm gonna be pissed off? You can't like both of us. You better choose. Do what you want."
There you go, Doug.
Yeah. Do what you want. That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live and let live.
Yeah, you don't have to choose between either of us. You can like us both. You can hate us both. You can like one, don't like the other. I don't care.
Nice.
All right. You're not going to smack your... Oh, he did it. There goes some more Joe votes.
Coffee's getting better.
Oh, the coffee's getting better. Are you making it?
No, it's the machine. But I think when it was new, the pipes coffee hadn't been run through the pipes. There were new pipes, so you probably had that.
How would that affect it?
Well, because after a period of time, the pipes get worn out. The coffee goes through the pipe, so it gets that coffee flavor on the pipe, and it tastes differently. So I think that's it.
Okay.
I saw 80 get a haircut. 80 Roundtree got a haircut.
Okay.
Tim, that story about somebody DMing Iggy and apologizing for liking Joe is a lie. No one is that pathetic. That's from Harrison's brother, Matt.
I've actually got a few of them, to be honest with you.
There are multiple people.
I mean, there's like rock bottom, and then there's like the Earth's core. Like that's where kind of that.
molten
Yeah, you're in the lava.
Mm-hmm.
You're right there.
You don't
in
believe the
center.
DMs I get.
I have to tell you, I believe you that you get these. I'm just curious what how it gets to that point for somebody that.
I don't know. It doesn't bother me because a lot of them are very nice DMs. So
saying they apologize that they like
no,
Joe.
Those are some, but some just send DMs saying, Iggy, I appreciate the show. Let me know if I can do anything for Gobbleball. Blah blah blah. I get the occasional one. Iggy, any idea where I can get Cardinal tickets? Yeah. Buy them.
Buy them your own self. Well, I'm sorry you have to deal with that.
No, but concert tickets. And people ask me if I can help them out. I do when I can.
Anybody ever ask what you do if you have a dent in your car?
No, but I would tell them to go to Dents Express.
Well, that's exactly right. You got minor body damage. Yeah. You got a dent in it, and you're thinking, well, it's not that bad, and I don't want to sit and wait 2 weeks while it gets painted and be without a car for a while. And forget all that. You don't need to at Dents Express. If you got minor body damage, you'll take care of you lickety-split. Dents Express is where you take your car for minor dents and dings for paintless dent repair. PDR that will restore your car to its original luster. They repair minor collision damage, hail damage, and they do cosmetic wheel repair. They've got 2 locations around Manchester Road in West County, just about a mile west of 270, and on Hughes Lane in St. Charles. Their technicians are just great. They've got a lot of people that have been around for 20 years or so. I took my car in with a little dent on the side, and they just took the little tool, and they went inside the door, and they just popped it right out there, and it was just a matter of minutes. My car looked like it did when it was brand new. If your car is a dimpled mess, go to Dents Express. Go see Gray. It'll make your day. Talking about Gray Wilson, the Wilson family has owned it since the early 90s, and they are there to help make your car look brand new again. Their website is dentsexpressstl.com. You mention TMA, they'll give you 10% off at Dents Express.
Nice.
You ever notice when you bring up years now, because you said since the 90s?
Yeah.
If you say something like, oh, they've been around since 1980, you think, yeah, that wasn't that long ago. It was 40 years ago.
Like it was 42 years ago.
It just doesn't.
Almost half a century.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like 80s were that long.
Well, the time is slipping away as the players head out to Norwood this week.
It's slipping
Oh,
away.
that's
on them,
for sure.
too.
Yeah, I was going to say if there's any.
Well, Madison Hedgecock will be out there.
The former Ram fullback?
Yeah, I'll be out there searching for Strange.
Really?
Well, you
Is
know,
there-
he's into senior players.
Is there a lot of Strange at a seniors golf tournament?
According to him, there is. Every week he's got something.
Really?
I will string you out and pimp you out across this town, boy. When I'm done, you'll have more roosters ran through your ass than the urinals at Busch Stadium. Call your dentist because your teeth will be grinding before they turn brown from the meth. Thanks. It's recovering alcoholic.
What kind of text was that to send?
We were talking about the Champions Tour.
Oh, and he made that quickly?
What was he talking about?
I don't know. I didn't like it.
Maybe he's texting that into character in Smallman and.
Well, neither of them are there today. So yes, Kerber will read it along with, I think Brooks down there today too.
Oh, is she?
Gary Davis, yeah. God, that's vile.
That was vile. He may be the most vile going now, next to Dodo.
From the meth.
Who's your Mount Rushmore of virility?
Well, Dotem is number one.
Yeah, George Washington.
I think the recovering alcoholic is number two. Let me look at the suspension
little
log.
Tommy
See
Trivens
who's
is.
routinely been.
He's never said anything nice.
Yeah.
I hope you fall right in the fountain.
Dirty Bird.
Dirty Bird.
Yeah. He got suspended many times. Tunnels 12,000, but that's Dotem again, isn't it?
We don't know yet.
Yeah, you don't know that.
We haven't verified.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tommy Walters.
Timmy Walters, that's right, Timmy
Jonas
Walters.
Grumby had one that was particularly awful.
Grumby.
Tunnels Talty. Yeah. Ivan Eatonman was on there. Yeah.
Most of these are just Kevin Miller.
I don't know, maybe.
Guys, is Ken able to participate in the Pick Six podcast today without incessant ambient NOAA sound, or does he have a golf round he absolutely cannot schedule around? I wish I could work during leisure activities, too. Thanks. That's from Big Tuft.
Well, again, you can have this life if you want.
It's not that hard to get.
You can work 3 hours a day, then go play golf if you'd like. You can be in my position that, you can't retire, but you're enjoying yourself. And I don't know, I'll be outside on my makeshift patio today.
Oh, nice.
Makeshift.
Well, it's my new patio. It's my patio on the breezeway.
With the tree that you want removed.
Well, if they don't chop down the tree, I got a new patio in the breezeway.
Should be a podcast. Welcome to the Breezeway.
That isn't bad.
I could do it from out there.
Sure you could. With your guests, with your neighbors there, right there. Interview everyone at the apartment building. Probably some interesting stories there.
Other than Brendan and Kelly, my neighbors, they're the only ones I talk to.
Well, perfect.
Well, you get to know the other ones. Maybe they'll stop stealing your pork steaks.
No, they don't talk to me. They don't talk to me. They just walk right by me.
Little Tommy Trivens says, I'd like to extend an olive branch, Ken. I'm inviting myself over to your patio for some Dover sole and a glass of wine, and then I'll make an after-dinner deposit into your sink. That's from Little Tommy Trivens.
I've been there, done that. Done with that.
You don't want to relive that?
Never again. Probably the biggest, one of the biggest mistakes in my life.
Oh, wow.
Really? That was the biggest? Wow.
Yeah, that was, well, since I've been on the show, one of the biggest mistakes since I've been on the show.
Oh.
Doug, a powerful statement.
Really
Stopping the show in its tracks right before you broke down the Nationals lineup today.
Wow, that lineup's horrible.
Consider it broken down.
Yeah, Nelson Cruz.
Is it really?
Yeah, they do have Nelson Cruz.
I don't watch
Luke Voigt.
baseball. Huh.
You're not impressed with that.
Look at that little team.
That little team.
They're only 40 games under 500. Poor Luke Voigt went from king of New York there one year where he led the major leagues in home runs during the COVID season. He was on commercials, did a national commercial, and then 2 trades later, he's on the worst team in baseball.
Yeah, he's playing every day.
He is. He's making major league money, but he went from the mecca of baseball to the worst team.
Well, even then he went to the West Coast, living in San Diego.
Yeah, only briefly, though.
Now the nation's capital.
I'm just saying, he was riding high on a great team and probably the #1 franchise in baseball. And now he's with the worst team.
Job security.
Probably so. They loved him in New York there, though. They loved him.
They loved him here.
Yeah.
Doug, Mr. Licks just sent in a picture of his needlepoint belt collection.
Oh, those belts are expensive. You ever seen those?
Are they expensive?
Yes.
Are they really?
I saw one that had a Mizzou logo. It was $175. I guess they have to hand stitch them all.
I'm surprised one of those would have a Mizzou logo on them.
They are
if you play out the hand.
They are popular in the SEC conference.
Yeah, they are. You get your own team there. Get the whole
See, I picture it being more of a Ledoux Huntley kind of thing.
Yeah, there's there too.
More preppy.
I don't show off a belt.
Oh, but you got to tuck in your polo, your game day polo, into your really short khaki shorts.
Just the front, and then you let the back hang out.
Yeah, but you got to show it off. Yeah, that's the move, and you usually throw your college and your high school logo on the same belt.
Yeah, I don't spend $175 on belts. I'm about a
Doug,
$30
what if you want
belt
to flash? What if you want to flash?
guy. I don't care about flashing. Well, I care more about spending $175 on a belt than I do about flashing.
Plowhawk, what's the poll at here as we close out the Munganess St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour?
Let's pull this beast.
I see 117 votes. We had 569 votes on the Twitter tweets.
I saw 106, but I'm going back up to it. I got 118 votes.
Okay.
70% Iggy, 30%
Doug, how about that? I mean, we know our Gallup poll was so accurate.
It's not a Gallup.
That we were able to project the results. That's amazing what we're able to do with the Gallup people.
Man, the people who voted for Prod Joe, I'm not friends with any of them.
Who are these people? Why are they chirpy?
And then I go to Iggy and I'm like friends with all of them. No, not all of them.
Yeah, if I went to see who voted for Joe, there would be nobody there.
Because you'd have them all blocked.
Probably. I guess I could check real quick.
Doesn't seem close. Sorry, Prod Joe.
Plowboy not knowing how to show off a belt is too pure. That's from the Horny Banker.
No, I know how to. I just don't get why I would. I wear belts out until, like, they're basically falling apart. I don't know if I'd ever spend $175 on a belt.
No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Quote-unquote, worst mistake of my life, says the man who is 24 hours removed from, for no reason whatsoever, explaining in intolerably painful detail how he tried to ask a high schooler he has never met to join him for a pit bull quad hot dog double dip last weekend. Doug, that's from Chris Raby.
Oh, Raby's calling it. Texted whatever he just did.
What is going on?
Come on, Ken.
No, I'm sorry. I brought up the poll, and there was some music playing.
Is that right? Jackson, are you putting
the
music on the fan page now and people...
It's a musical poll.
It's MySpace.
It's like a music box. You open it up, it starts playing music. Nothing you can do about it.
Doug, needlepoint belt slap. Thanks. That's from the 314.
No, they do not.
I don't know if I've ever seen
They
it.
do the opposite of slapping.
What does slapping mean?
A slap is like when like a song's really good and you really like it. You're like, oh, that slaps. Or like, oh, these fries, they slap.
So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, these
Needlepoint belts do not slap.
You don't like them?
I click on votes, and that's what comes up. I can't see anything.
Really?
Well,
because I haven't voted, I can't see the results.
Yeah, these needle points are...
It seems like it's kind of a good belt to wear if you're kind of casual,
Dude,
going to a
they
game.
look like
or just hanging
dog
out.
collars, man.
Yeah,
dog leashes
not wrong.
and dog collars with the exact same material, and some of them with the exact same logo.
But they're expensive, too, aren't they? What do you see up there? You're looking at it on
I'm looking at 175 to 210.
If you don't want to spend $175 on a belt, then go eat Chili's with Raby and stay away from Huntley. That's from Mr. Licks.
If this is what I need to get into Huntley, I don't want to be there.
Ken, turn the phone down.
Dude, how did this...
I don't see how you can find... Oh, here we go.
What do you got?
36 votes, and I see 15 of them.
So you have 21 of the 36 blocked.
Yeah.
That voted for you. Or is that who voted for Joe? You go through the list that voted for Joe, and you block each and every one.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. I don't block everybody. Somebody did a poll, was it last week?
Doug, when did they do this poll?
Last week?
No, it's probably a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Do you want Iggy off the show?
It's in May.
And
that was really up there?
So do you want Iggy off the show? Something like that. And 3 of the people that voted yes, I want him off the show, have DM'd me asking me for concert tickets.
What is going on with your DMs? I might be willing to pay you to have access to your DMs.
Why they would ask me for concert tickets, and I said, I'll see what I can do. And then you vote, I want them off the show. I don't get it.
I would delete Facebook Messenger if I was you.
That's usually what they are, the DMs.
They're sliding into your DMs.
Asking for concert tickets, but they voted to have you off the program.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And also
the whole thing, like there's 3 different layers of unbelievability.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know. Iggy's DMs are a different beast, Doug.
Yeah.
Well, I think because I've said on the show that I answer all my DMs. Now they do it just to see if I'll answer.
That'd be a pretty good segment.
I sent you a DM, you didn't answer me.
Holly Hills Hustler says that poll never happened on the fan page.
Well, go look again.
Doug, go look again.
I'm not going to look.
It was either get Iggy off the show, do you want Iggy to shut up on the show, something like that.
Yeah, there was that. It was a thread.
Yeah, I made another one up. I made up another thing on the fan page.
It might be a decent segment on Pepper and Jeannie for you to just read your DMs. Iggy reads his DMs.
Well, I don't because they're DMs for a reason. They're kind of private.
Plowhawk, you're fun.
They're kind of private,
solo.
so.
Straight.
Here, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Here, Doug, here is an example.
I'll go
what
through.
a treat here as we continue the Munganess.
I'll go through one from. I got 3 already today.
7 o'clock hour.
Okay. These people slid in.
You got 3 in. It's 8 o'clock. These people are crazy. If I got 3 DMs by 8,
I got one from Tim.
My bad, Tim.
It was from Tim.
I love DMs.
Well, what'd you get?
This is long.
What was he gonna
All right,
say?
well, here's one from ED.
Okay.
Long.
Doug, Edie.
Ed.
I keep meaning to.
Ed, good morning. Welcome to my DMs.
Loomster. Eggs, I keep meaning to bring these bobbleheads by the station, but it's a bit on my way. I'll bring them to the Lemmings for you, bud. Appreciate it all that you do. So there you go.
No, that wasn't a good one.
No.
Give us a spicy one.
Yeah,
Here's
one that's out of left field.
Can I be Joe's friend?
Here's one from Timothy Steve. I'm sorry.
Timothy Steve?
I'm sorry. I like Joe. And then there's
That's all it said?
Timothy with big kissing lips.
Block him!
I don't know what's going on here.
Why did they have to apologize?
Why'd they even send it to you in the first place?
I don't know.
The fact that they thought Iggy cared enough. Pretty good.
Here's one from Saturday night. Hey, Ken, we're at the Pitbull concert with my girlfriend and daughter. Any way you can get us backstage?
Block him! Block him!
I don't make these up.
Someone had too many beers.
Can you get us backstage?
I couldn't get myself backstage. I tried.
Who would you even talk to get backstage?
I just tweeted at Pitbull.
What are you going to do, a pop-in?
Tweeted at Pitbull.
Yeah.
And then he's going to stop the concert and say, hey, Ken, come on back when I'm
No,
done
it'll be
here.
before the
okay, now where
concert.
was I on the song?
Before the concert. Maybe his management would have reached out.
Jackson, you just lost your Ledoux card, boy. Olivet is starting to come out. Thanks. That's from Mr. Licks.
Fine by me.
I guess that's because you are anti needlepoint belts.
Yeah, it's just not my style. God bless if it is.
Look, I don't mind showing money off, but you look like a 12-year-old.
I mean,
like a belt like that. Just put rims on a vehicle or, take a whore out for a night. I don't know what rich people do, but I think better suited, even if you have that much money. You don't need a belt of that.
And what is the material? It's not leather.
It looks, like I said, it looks like a dog collar or a dog leash.
It's like cloth.
It looks like cloth, yeah.
Well, it's like a thicker, reinforced cloth.
And people put their high school,
Yeah.
So whatever you want. They hand make them.
Yeah. I'm not from Ledoux. Like, I never lived in Ledoux. I just went to high school there.
Is there a rift between those who live in Ledoux and those who live in Olivet? Who go to the same school?
I think they look down upon us, but no. More blue collar in Olivet.
Not that blue collar.
No, but
I mean, what the average home price is probably over $500,000, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, I bet it is.
Now, is that a school rival or is that just a city rivalry?
Well, we all went to the same school.
Because there was always a rivalry between Brentwood and Maplewood for some reason.
Ledoux and Clayton is the big rivalry. That's the...
Yeah.
Who was yours? Webster Groves, I guess?
Oh, yeah, Kirkwood and Webster.
And who was yours? All the Catholic schools?
CBC for the most part.
CBC, when I think like back in the day. I don't know now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yanni.
I would think maybe more Chaminade. I don't know.
Yeah.
U-High people call in. Maybe Gary Kornfeld will text into the show.
Plowsy, who was Kenton's big rival?
Yeah.
Metamora.
Oh,
Metamora,
God, I
Doug.
couldn't stand those guys from Metamora.
They're actually
farmers. Hoosier boys.
They were decent early mid-2000s. Had a couple state titles there in football.
Metamucil?
Metamora, the Redbirds. They're historically a really good program in Illinois. They were in our conference and just absolutely just destroyed us every year.
This is interesting. Good morning, guys. Iggy is right. It's lousy with crank in North County this week. Last night I ran into Jerry Kelly at the Shoney's in Delwood. We were both really horny, and before I knew it, we were docking our loves in each other's meat hoods.
Oh!
Don't ask me where my knuckles ended up. That's from Madison Hedgecock, first bottom of his name.
Oh, God.
I think Jerry Kelly's playing this week.
Is there Shoney's in Delwood? Do Shoney's still exist?
There's one in Delwood.
Okay.
It's like the Noggles in L.A.
It's the last one.
Is that the big boy thing?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I missed the little statue of the big boy holding the platter of food.
Cute guy, right?
Yeah, he was.
All right, we have what a great Munganess 7 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
I feel like Jamie Burkhardt and Clayton Patterson and Peter Munganess got their money's worth here. That's what I feel like. StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com. That's where you go if you want to get your car repaired. That's what I'm doing right now, and they're taking great care of it as usual. They're unbelievable. That really is just a phenomenal partnership they have. And look at this. What do you have there, Iggy?
These are two.
For those of you watching on YouTube,
two $250 gift certificates to either Alton Toyota or Munganess.
How about that?
Oh, wow.
They're crazy.
Forgivable.
Yeah,
So we have
forgivable.
2 of those. So you need your car worked on like Tim and me and Doug and Plowsy and Jackson. You're going to have 2 of these to go see the boys and have your car fixed.
Look at that. StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com. And email me, T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com if you would like an introduction to the great Jamie Burkhardt, Clayton Patterson, or Peter Munganess. We're in the Michelob Ultra Studios. Michelob Ultra, the sponsor of the Lemmings Open, coming your way a week from Friday. That's 16 days to you and me, Russ.
So 2 weeks from Friday.
God, I keep effing that up.
Damn, that is super close.
I know.
It's
I'm
like
looking forward
sneaking
to
up
it.
like crazy.
We got donut drive-in for breakfast. Sick. Potbelly sandwiches for lunch.
Bomb.
Uncle Leo's for the after-round feast. And there will be cameras set up everywhere to watch the Pizza Thieves. So just heads up to all. It's at Normandy on September 23rd. It's the Lemmings Open. And then big doings with our Maggie O'Brien's TMA Live the night before. How do you do? So we'll be at Maggie O'Brien's for TMA Live the night before for our Lemmings Open live broadcast. There's a chicken wing eating contest. Who's that guy that Biff had that couldn't be defeated?
Is it Eli?
Eli, that's
he
right.
Smoked Gareth. I mean, absolutely smoked Gareth.
Gareth.
That was my horse, too. And
Gareth was your horse, and Biff's horse was Eli.
yeah, I took one look at Eli and said, Gareth, I don't think you got it, kid.
How did Gareth handle it?
I think he tried to vomit in the bathroom.
Oh, did he? He binged and purged?
I think he tried. You eat 10 wings fast enough, can kind of hit you.
I would like to see a Luther Burden chip eating contest. I understand those things are hot as hell.
Elia versus Belichick.
Ooh.
The two top at what they do.
The former and the present.
Yeah, that's on the 22nd. And it'll be at Maggie O'Brien's, and then the Lemmings Open on the 23rd. There you go. All right, time for us to take a break, close out our Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Alton Toyota. 7 o'clock hour. Send your emails in for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Join the Ryan Kelly Morning After, September 22nd at Maggie O'Brien's in Sunset Hills for the night before the sold-out Lemmings Open pre-party. It's a night of TMA Live from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Join your TMA favorites as the guys host a wing-eating contest, trivia, and plenty of games. Get $16 domestic bucket specials, and don't miss their house specialty Reuben rolls. It's a free event brought to you by Mich Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. And Munganess, Acura, and Toyota. Better than ever for you, their customer. Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Doug Vaughn here, along with the home loan expert, Ryan Kelly, who's always doing things faster than the next guy. Do you always have to do it fast?
I do. Your first or your last, right? Ricky Bobby?
Yeah, something like that.
Pretty fast. In fact, I'm really fast at closing loans, and I'm pretty excited. And
just how fast are you, Philo?
10 days.
Well, that's fast. That's quick.
Yeah, man. Think about that. TheHomeLoanExpert.com, we're really excited to announce and roll out our 10-day closing guarantee. 10 days, we will get you to the closing table. So think about that. If you're out there trying to buy a home, you know how competitive that is. You need every advantage you can get. How about when you write that offer, you tell the seller you can close in 10 days or less? That's a good place to start. Gives you a leg up on that competition. Or how about if you're thinking about a cash-out refinance? Probably our most popular loan right now. A lot of uncertainty in the world. Everything costs a lot of money. Cash-out refinance is the way to go there. We can have you closed by the end of the month. Our average client received over $54,000 with that cash-out refi. How much can you get? Let's find out today. Got questions? Ready to get pre-approved? TheHomeLoanExpert.com.
Deagle Truck Center has been the St. Louis area's go-to medium-duty truck dealer since 1933. Deagle Truck Center is a union shop looking for technicians and bodymen for both their Hazelwood and St. Louis locations, offering the highest rates of pay in the area, plus benefits. An authorized Hino and Isuzu dealer, Deagle's friendly and knowledgeable staff is prepared to make sure you have the best experience. Stop by the Hazelwood location to see their large selection of pre-owned inventory. Visit DeagleTruckCenter.com to learn more. That's DEGEL truckcenter.com.
If you are a commercial property manager, property owner, small business owner, or are involved in operations, listen up. Engineer Design Facilities has become the #1 commercial fire alarm service provider in the market. EDF's goal is to not increase your operating budget, but rather decrease it, and at the same time service your business's commercial fire alarm needs with the most experienced and competent technicians this region has to offer. Make sure your building is up to code. Email fire@edf-rg.com to schedule your systems evaluation today. That's fire@edf-rg.com. This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and I still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
The Classic Car Show and Concert, September 25th at the Factory in Chesterfield, with performances by Jackal. When will it rain? I feel the heat burning through my shoes. And Stephen Piercy from Rat. Tickets for the concert on sale now. Got a classic car you want to show off? Vehicle registration is open now. The Classic Car Show and Concert, a day of fun for the family and a night of rock.
Find out how to get tickets at thefactorystl.com.
Hey, it's Jackson for Rosalitas. TMA listeners know that Rosalitas Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalitas is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalitas has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and let Rosalitas cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalitas.
There's a lot of common sense and Western wisdom like don't squat with your spurs on and always drink upstream from the herd. And there's also some Western wisdom that's less common, like never steal from a bear what you can't make for yourself, or a man doesn't know his worth until he's eye to eye with a rattlesnake holding a toad. I'm sure there's a good lesson in there somewhere, but there's one lesson that is perfectly clear. Fistful of Bourbon and is an award-winning blend of 5 straight bourbons and as smooth as a banker on Friday. Get wise and pick up a bottle today. Don't be a damn fool. Please enjoy responsibly. Imported by William Grant & Sons, New York, New York.
Okay. Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at tmastl.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever.
I'm gay. Now.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2.
Collinsville, St. Louis.
It's Swing Wednesday is sick. It's Ryan Kelly Morning After. Appliance Discounters, 8 o'clock hour. Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Plowhawk, Action Jackson. Iggy is off the rest of the show.
Apparently.
He has
assignment
to tend to. Marco Bertorelli has an assignment. It's to sharpen your knives.
Well, that's what they do at Bertorelli Cutlery, and they do it better than anybody else. That's why they're the gold standard when it comes to having your knives sharpened, and the locally owned and operated family business on the hill where you can get your nitro gloves as well. The price of gloves has skyrocketed over the last few years, and if you've been following Tommy Traven, the glove blogger,
he's very good.
You know that the demand and the need for nitro gloves has returned in a big way. Everybody's using them. They're gloves you want if you have a latex allergy. Maybe you're working in the medical field, you need gloves. Bertorelli has purchased a truckload of these gloves. They buy in bulk and then pass the savings along to you. Traven says these gloves are hard to find because of current conditions, with COVID making an unfortunate comeback a bit, but they've got them big numbers at Bertorelli. If you or your company need those nitro gloves, Bertorelli is your place to go. Or if you're somebody who knows what it means to work hard, you'll appreciate Bertorelli for their ability to sharpen up your tools. Chainsaw, axe, knife, or lawnmower blades. You bring those blades to Bertorelli Cutlery, and they'll make those tools work like they did 20 years ago, like they're brand new. Bertorelli also does repair and maintenance on slicers. If you have a commercial-grade slicer that needs work, Bertorelli can handle that also. Or they'll sell you a new one. They'll have your slicer like the Dickens. Bertorelli Cutlery is at 1927 Marconi Avenue on the Hill, and the website is bertorellico.com.
Sorry, I was finishing off a beverage, and that's why there was that pause.
Well, that's okay.
Whereas usually, I'm right on top of you. Oh, it's 76 degrees in St. Louis. Doug, do you see the entrance last night for Ryan Helsley?
I did not.
Oh, how do you do?
I was watching The Bachelor.
Whole new thing.
Oh, did they hear the one at the Mets and they said, hey, we need one of those of our own?
They're not playing Timmy Trumpet and Narco.
Oh.
But they turn the lights out.
Yeah.
And then there's a shade of red from the lights.
Okay.
It looks like Kane's entrance, the WWE. But then they play Hell's Bells by AC/DC.
Okay, I'm not sure how that goes.
Take a listen. Here you go.
Okay, hit the lead.
It's part visual.
That was it?
Well,
did they ever even play it?
That was done from someone's phone. I don't think it was on the Bailey's broadcast.
Just look up on your phone, Doug, the visual aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh, so it's a visual. It's not so much a song.
Yeah,
I didn't hear a song.
You can see it on social media. Well, the song starts. It's Trevor Hoffman's entrance, if you recall, when he was with the Padres, Brewers.
I remember him. I don't remember his song.
You on board with it?
Well, I didn't hear a song.
Kimbo
I just
came
heard
out to Frozen. Let It Go.
He did.
Last night. Let It Go.
Who came out to that?
Craig Kimbrell.
Craig Kimbrell.
Oh, okay. I do like the Mets one.
Banger.
Narco.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
So you're not as on board with Helsley's?
I didn't hear a song. I heard a church, what sounded like a dim church bell. Is that the song?
Yeah, basically.
Well, then I don't like it.
At 11 a.m., you get to hear it every third down.
Isn't it something that should get you fired up instead of put you to sleep?
Not really.
It's supposed to be ominous.
Yeah, Doug. I guarantee you those Nationals hitters last night were like, uh-oh.
I don't think so. And that doesn't sound like something that would get the crowd charged up either, did it?
That place was up for snatch grabs.
Really, with that song?
It was pitch black.
Maybe I just don't get it.
It was illuminated by like the video board.
I probably just don't get it. It's probably me. I'm sure it was fantastic.
I would just like. Anybody want to pull up Iggy? Are you pulling up the video, or are you looking at the poll?
No, I was reading what Billy Horschel's saying about the live players.
What in the world? What in the world?
It's just, well, I got 2 new DMs, and this popped up too, so I read it.
We're talking about the Cardinals here.
Jonas Grumby said that he's got a big hog, so that was another DM I got.
Heaven's sakes.
I was listening to AC/DC Bells.
I would just like to hear a song that kind of gets you up on it and get people going.
Go to Columbia, third down.
Los Lonely Boys.
Timmy Trumpet.
Senorita.
I like Timmy Trumpet a lot.
Bring up Los Lonely Boys, Senorita. See if the beginning of this won't get somebody standing on their feet when
Okay.
Helsley
Really?
comes out to pitch.
Okay.
I don't know what he came out to last night. Nothing.
We
People-
just played it.
Well, that's why I said nothing.
And it's just not
nothing.
like
nothing got me going.
A dim church bell off
Yeah,
in the distance.
nothing got me going.
Put down your damn phone, crinkle cut. That's from Show 'em Budsman Brian Edge.
Don't worry about what I'm doing. Here you go. This is Helsley should be coming out to this.
Okay, I'd like to hear. I don't know.
Guys, that Helsley entrance isn't going to work for a day game. Thanks.
No, literally can't.
How about this? Bopping out to this.
No. I won't cut it.
Oh,
Don't
Doug,
do
your
this,
guitar.
Eric. Don't do this, Eric.
Going on. Where you look for a long,
No, that's
long
too
time.
mellow. That's not what you want.
Out of all the songs in the world, though, like, he has to copy another closer's entrance.
So you're not on board with it because it is Trevor Hoffman's entrance. Doug, Trevor Hoffman hasn't pitched for a while. I'm sure some of the tykes like Jackson's age, 24 years old, probably don't even know about that. Do you know about that, Jackson?
Yeah.
You do know about it. All right, I'll take it back.
Thunderstruck's in about 98% of high school football locker rooms, like,
You get
playing
into the Hall
throughout
of
the
Fame,
country,
Trevor
too.
Hoffman?
Doug, is Trevor Hoffman an HOF?
Oh, yeah.
He gotta be.
I thought so.
He was the all-time save leader
Yeah.
for a while.
Well, so was Lee Smith, and it took him like 35, 40, 50 years to get in.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Plowsy that it doesn't have the same feeling because it's someone else. Like, someone else already did it.
Yeah, you don't copy somebody else's song.
Like, it doesn't hit the same as, like, if this was the first time Hell's Bells got used for an entrance song.
I mean, it should be My Way by Limp Bizkit or something. There, it took me 1 second to find a banger that he could go out to.
What about My Way by Frank Sinatra?
Ah, the chairman of the board, Doug.
Well, that's a New York song. They
That'll
played
get-
that at the end of Yankee.
Is that a little
They
slow?
play New York, New York.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
that'll
but
get the
still.
blue hairs going.
How about Missouri is where I live? Whoa. You can't get pumped
But you
up
need the
about that?
video on the big screen of her animations.
Yes.
And there's like a transformer that comes in and goes, "Wah."
That'd be fantastic.
Very odd.
Did anybody even talk about these songs until Edwin Diaz's became?
Oh, yeah.
Famous.
Mariano Rivera and her Sandman is
Yeah.
my, like, childhood
Yeah,
I
that's
used to watch.
Doug, is that the all-time great?
It's hands
Probably,
down the all-time
because he
great.
was the
Right.
all-time best
What
closer.
did Jeff Brantley come in with 1998?
I don't know.
But to be fair, like,
Little permed mullet, as I recall.
Yeah.
to be fair, Virginia Tech comes out to Enter Sandman as well. So it's not the only.
What about Sandstorm in Columbia East?
That's awesome. I don't care what people say, dude. That with a full crowd night game.
Jump Around, Wisconsin. That gets people going.
Now, Ricky Vaughn came out to Wild Thing. Mitch Williams was called the Wild Thing. Did he come out to that song as well?
I don't know.
I just don't know.
It's a good question.
I
Thank
don't
you.
think so.
Guys, I feel the same way about Mizzou playing Timmy Trumpet on third down. Absolutely stupid and not original. That's from Maxwell Hung.
Yeah, they are just so.
Well, they may have had that idea for months.
No.
And it
I
was just unfortunate that the Mets got a lot of pub the night before by doing it. And that was all over
No,
the
Well,
but yeah,
Diaz has been coming out to that
Yeah.
throughout the course of the season.
Yeah, but I'm just
Mizzou
not sure it
didn't-
got national
Mizzou didn't think of
attention
that.
that it got.
Because Timmy Trumpet was in Queens the night before.
Yeah.
They also.
Guys, it's Hell's Bells because his name is Helsley.
Yeah, we get it, but it doesn't
Okay,
work.
cool.
No. Missouri
you
is
know-
where I live. Whoa.
I mean-
All right, let's go.
Ben Halsey, then, like.
This kind of is turning into the 101 text inbox for the moment. There's a lot of numbers, not necessarily names, texting in mad that we don't get that it's Hell's Bells because it's Helsley.
Okay.
No, we get it. It's just
not
dumb.
very good.
It's not like
Sounds
nobody
It
cares.
sounds like the Undertaker's music.
Halsey sounds better. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Halsey.
East Side.
if
East
you're gonna
Side by
try
Halsey.
to compare
Benny Blanco?
and have
Yeah.
like name recognition and
Khaled.
Yeah.
Hell's Bell as
Like, is it Khaled or
Halsey,
Khalid?
I don't know.
DJ Khaled. I think his name is Khalid.
this fan base tries so hard to say that we're the creative ones. No, you regurgitated a 40-year-old
It's not
song
the
from a
base.
closer
The team did it.
20 years.
None of the fans did that.
No, season ticket holders voted.
Missouri is where I live. Whoa, shut him down, Helsley! Attaboy! That's what we need.
Hell's Bellesley.
Sorry, guys, what were you saying? I was busy over here checking my phone after I arrived late to the segment again. Anyways, you guys in the mood for some Texican rock elevator music? Blousy, pull that up, will you? I'll be over here checking Marketplace for teenagers wanting tickets to MC Surge. Thanks, that's from Gunter.
They coming? I need a date for Point Fest, so I guess
you do?
better start looking at that next.
I thought you were going with a listener.
I am, but I'm not going by myself with listeners.
That's nice.
Why do I have to go? Nobody did the other things.
What do you mean?
Doug, what's going on right now?
I don't know what he's
But
talking
you
about.
volunteered.
Have
for
we had
this
lunch?
one,
Have we
right?
played
I'm
golf?
in conversation with the people who won, and we're scheduling. And we already have a date set for Juan from PP Corp, who will be sitting in for the show for an hour.
Oh, nice.
We'll do it. We're doing it at the Lemmings.
PP Corp.
All right, who am I going to this concert with, by the way?
Probably an attractive female listener.
You know, don't you?
Well, I don't know.
Do I?
Only you can answer that one.
I have to find it. I haven't seen the name. I need a date, too, by the way. So anybody wants to go to Point Fest, there's a chance you might meet Lizzie Hale.
There's not much of a chance you're going to meet her.
Well, the point is bringing him in, so I will reach out and say, can I go back and say hi?
Oh. Okay, we're kind of with the point.
Yeah, we're sister station.
Stepchild.
We're in the same building. They don't
We're the
know.
redheaded stepchild.
They don't know who we are, but
We're the kid across the street that
Right
mows
next
the
door to him.
grass, shovels the driveway.
Yeah, we're on the quote-unquote wrong side of Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
Totally disagree. The narco thing on third down is great. Mizzou haters like Plowsy hate it because they hate Mizzou. It's got nothing to do with the song. Thanks. That's from the 314.
No, but it makes no sense on third. Like, I would do it on defense when it was a third down situation.
That's what they do.
But like, I thought it was on offense.
No.
No,
Okay,
on
then that
offense,
makes a
Offense,
little more
it's quiet. You gotta be
okay,
quiet.
that makes a little
M-I-Z.
more
You forget the RAM rules?
No, I can't
When
forget
the offense is at work.
But I don't know if it fits for a football game. Am I wrong on that just because I heard it?
I think you might think that because it has a baseball origin, you know.
well, it doesn't fit because they stole it.
Oh, John Hewlett has a great video of it last night, Doug, on his Twitter page.
Yeah,
He
that's,
does,
what,
yeah.
that's what I looked at. It's sick.
It had to be better than what I heard.
Oh, they turn out the lights, the whole thing. It's a good production.
I think Jesse Kowski posted that, too.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram, but Hewlett has it from up in the booth. So you
Right.
can see it, and you can see it before it goes to the red, and then he comes in.
Okay.
Hell's way, hell's bells.
And this is the first night they've done this?
I believe so.
Yeah, I might as well wait till the end of the season to get a song going.
Oh yeah, they'll shove it down your throat.
These guys, this Pepper and Genie bunch is not happy with.
If it's entertaining for last night, then bring it out last night. You don't have to start at the new year.
Sounds
just-
like
from
Pepper
what
and Genie. I agree with you.
From what I heard, it didn't sound that great, but I couldn't have gotten the entire experience or they wouldn't have done it.
It doesn't matter if it's great or not, Doug. Hellsley, Hell's Bells,
Okay, I get that now.
Unique,
Yeah.
Cardinal Cowboy, the Rally Squirrel.
No, what I don't get is there's 40 games left in the season, so what, 20 maybe at home? And you wait till now
There's
just
not
because
that many left.
Edwin Diaz is having a lot of success and a lot of notoriety with his song, so let's all get one and start now? Why don't you start at the beginning of the season?
Well, if they think it's entertaining, why delay an entertaining
course.
moment?
Wasn't the closer at the beginning of the season, I get that, but
And they work
why don't they all get one? Why don't Hicks get one? Something
good news,
walk
Mr.
this way
Mr.
with Hicks. That's what I would play with him. Walk this way.
Wow, Jordan Hicks taking shrapnel from Genie. Let's take a listen, Doug, because great news. We don't have any females on the line yet for the length or girth question, but we do have Mr. Licks on the Steve
Where's
Smith
Liam Riley? I thought he was calling in.
It's Kathy's getting Liam Riley to call in. It's great.
Are you guys taking song requests this morning?
Yes, we are.
Doug, I'd like to hear King of the Road by Roger Miller.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. That was a big one. That might have made number one on the charts.
I think Jackson's walk-up song should be Body Heat by Selena Gomez.
Off to a roaring start with this call.
Nah, that's not my walk-up song. I don't even know that.
Iggy? Did you leave?
No, he's here.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I talked and then walked away.
That wouldn't be the first time. Iggy, I heard a song that made me think of you. It's called Tarantula by Bob Schneider. Have you heard that?
No, I haven't.
It's hang on a second. It's about a guy who gets hypnotized by a spider woman and falls in love with her and makes love to her for a night. And it made me think of that time when you were in your Maryland Heights apartment complex and that old lady asked you to get a spider and then you banged her.
Oh.
Well, she wasn't an old lady. She was maybe in her late 20s.
That's right.
Yeah, close.
What?
Good one.
What happened? Is it awkward that you were given a live read and it lasted 2 segments? It was like your first live read in like 6 years.
It's beyond.
We answer those charges.
I mean, it's
Did he leave?
It's just, no, it's
he's
just
still here.
there's nothing to comment on. You're so stupid.
It was Blue Chew, right?
Yeah, well, I wasn't in a position to do live spots. We didn't have any salespeople.
What do you mean?
Unless I was going to go out and sell my own live spot.
Here you go.
Who are you talking to?
He's at a Starbucks, guaranteed.
Yeah, he's
hang on a
it's his turn. For
No, we're not going to hang on. Where are you?
Yeah, we got a lot to get to.
It's his turn for the shower at the truck stop.
You're at a truck stop?
Thank you.
Where are you?
Yeah, I'm at Starbucks, buddy.
Okay.
The one at Lindbergh and Clayton?
No, they don't have a drive-through.
Yeah.
Probably at the one at Chippewa Kings Highway, guaranteed.
It wasn't
But
bad.
Iggy, what did it bother you that you were like the first time ever you were given a live spot, and then it lasted literally 2 segments?
Yeah, I'm just crushed. What do you?
Did you
Do
ask
you have
to be
anything
taken
else?
off of it?
Do you have anything else?
Oh,
Did you?
didn't go well.
Well,
I don't ask
I
for
was
live
hoping to get-
spots. If they give me one, I gladly do it. I don't ask for them, so just go to something else, please. Jesus Christ, you're so.
Oh, don't use the Doug. We can't use the F word.
I
just
almost
yet.
did. I caught myself.
I know. I saw it coming, and I'm like,
Caught
oh boy.
myself. Thank God.
Nice, Lex.
Well, you didn't need Blue Chew, so maybe you didn't connect with the product like they were hoping.
Well, that's true. I should probably use it if I'm going to plug it, but
Yeah.
I didn't need it, so.
No.
Plug
I
that.
told
maybe
them- told
Blue
them
Chew didn't like that you just accosted the listeners during your live read.
No, they actually love the spot. They actually said, we love the way he's doing the spot.
Who said that? The CEO of Blue Chew?
The salesperson who talked to the people every day said, we love the way he's doing it.
CEO of Blue.
Right.
None of you idiots
Right.
bought it, so
Doug, it's on the audience.
Yeah,
There it is.
everything's on them.
all right, next.
All right, you want
all right, well, hang on.
Yeah, get the pepper and genie before you can leave. Come on.
I wanted to ask you about Pepper and Genie.
Of course you do.
I haven't listened in a while. If you look at my unplayed podcast, it's just 6 Pepper and Genies. Could you do guests though?
The Michelle Smallman one was really good, Mr. Licks.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can, but like, who? Like, who the hell is going to answer an email titled Pepper and Genie Podcast?
No one.
I mean, that's spam,
Iggy
right?
tried to get Bob Costas, and he said no, right?
No, it was for my podcast, which I don't really have.
Oh,
one.
you wouldn't share that with Plowsy.
I really don't have one. But,
You have one. It's called Pepper and Genie.
well, but I would do one when I did like Mark Farner and Ellen Foley, and that was just straight to the web stuff.
Yeah, I'm not talking, don't do like Mark Farner. Don't take.
Well, we're not going to do anything you want anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Don't do Mark Farner.
Well, it was a good interview if you followed
I
classic
couldn't
rock.
find it.
Yeah, well, it's out.
And I actually did. I listened to it on YouTube, and your intro took like 20 minutes. I was like, "Where's Mark?"
No, there was no intro to Mark Farner, so I don't know what you were listening to.
Right. No, but
I did a 3, 2, 1, and we started taping, so there was no intro.
why is it that on this show, if a listener has a good suggestion, and it's not just me, the producers just go the opposite direction?
No, because they don't produce the show.
I mean,
what's a
I
good
think
idea?
the Illside
And give me an idea
like
of give me an idea of a good suggestion that has come
well,
through.
the Illside had a good suggestion. He said to answer, questions from listeners, and Plowsy was like, I don't know, we can't get emails around here. We can't do that.
I don't know. Well, I can outside of the show. I will say that.
On what, Pepper and Genie? How many times have we said on the show, if you have anything you want us to talk about, just leave a comment and we'll read it. And we have nothing.
He suggested taking a call from a listener, and Plowsy was like, I don't think you can do that. And Jackson steps in like, yes, you can do that. And Plowsy's like, no, you cannot take calls.
Let me rephrase. I don't want to. But a guest isn't a terrible idea. It's just I don't have a big Rolodex, and again, it's a very unique podcast, I would say. So I don't know how many people you're going to be expecting outside of Mark Farner types.
Well, all Iggy does is talk about his Rolodex, so I would think he could make some calls.
Yes, I could, but I'm not going to.
Why?
Just to spite him, no.
No, I mean,
Why?
the whole purpose of the show is for me and Plowsy just to BS for 10 or 12 minutes, and we're done.
Okay, so all right, so you're not doing the show for the listeners. You're doing it for yourself.
Why? Because one listener wanted a guest. You wanted a listener. Is that the majority of the listeners?
I think there's an outcry of.
Well, you don't even listen. How do you know?
A desire for change.
You said you haven't
on
listened
that
in
podcast.
the last 6, so you don't even listen. So why do you care?
Well, because I want to listen. Want to.
Well,
I
you'll only
can't
listen
with
if
the
we do what
current
you want to
lady.
do. Why don't you go do your own podcast? You can listen to yourself.
I'm looking at it right now, and one of the topics says how to find friends on Facebook.
Well, maybe you'll have to listen and see what it's
I don't know
about.
if that's how it's working.
Because it's not about that.
I cannot get through that.
Then don't listen. Do you think we care if you listen or not?
Oh.
You call in and bitch about it every day, but you don't even listen.
Oh, no.
So we can't take you seriously.
Well, not really.
It actually is funny because I only listen to like 3 podcasts, and the other one I do is the Conan O'Brien one, and you hear this like incredibly, intellectual, highbrow humor, really funny, and then you go into, the pubes and the how to
Yeah,
stay
the
cool in the
guy's
summer,
been
all that
writing
stuff.
SNL.
You're
and
comparing
doing
us to Conan O'Brien? Yeah.
It's just a funny.
Oh, I mean, I listen to Joe Rogan. He's got great guests, and I listen to you guys.
Well, that was the only suggestion
Well, we're not going to use it, so.
I'm probably going to lose you guys on this stupid highway, this stupid cell service that we have in St. Louis because the city sucks.
That'd be a shame that we lose you, and we just did.
He's gone, Doug. Mr. Licks.
Just like that. Quickly as he came, he left. Got a Starbucks.
Another great
moved on.
call.
Can you imagine calling a radio station right before you get to Starbucks and then placing your order and then wait, and we're supposed to stop the show?
Well,
What other show does that for the listeners?
And he wasn't at Starbucks. He's just acted like that.
Hello, world. Welcome to the Bonita Show. I am here at Fat Buddha
Studio. Start over.
Studio.
Let's do it again.
Go listen to her podcast.
We'll do it live.
Isn't that what she said?
Yeah, we should have. Let's do it live.
Don't get it.
He'd like to see the podcast change.
No, I really don't care. Me and Plowsy don't care what you think.
You should see me and Iggy after 5 minutes. We're both looking at the recording going, okay, how long have we done? All right.
But you don't want to disappoint the sponsors.
Yeah, you don't want to disappoint them.
No. Do you have any sponsors?
Well, we don't. That's why you brought it up.
Oh. Okay. Well, but if you don't put on a solid program, then you'll never get the sponsor.
We think it's a solid program.
I know. So we're
going to keep doing this. If a sponsor wants a sponsor, we're not going to change. I'd like you to just talk about something other than cucking and. Okay, well, then there's no show.
That's all we got. It's our only area of expertise.
No show.
No, it is what it is.
We still can't define it, but nobody else
He's so
is
funny.
brave enough to talk about the
sponsor
subject.
goes, I got $50,000 to sponsor this, but I want you to avoid cucks. And me and he go,
Well, for 50 grand, I'd talk whatever you want to talk about. But
I don't know what.
I'm all
Conan
for making the
O'Brien's talking
station
about.
money, but at the same time, I have integrity.
The integrity to talk about cucking and nothing else.
No, I mean, it's a throw-in show.
What does that mean?
It means the station doesn't have to try to get it onto a podcast.
Yeah, it's costing them nothing, costing Hubbard nothing. It's something else to put on the TMA app that they can listen to.
Right.
And if somebody wants to sponsor it, great. We'll make some money off it. If not, I mean, me and Plowsy aren't getting paid to do it.
No.
Yeah,
So
Michelle
it's-
goes, I didn't even know you guys did this.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, why would she? I mean, she's down there doing her show, and she doesn't know what's going on after our show.
No, how could she know? She
Chris Raby has a question. He says, have you thought about asking Blue Chew if they're interested in Pepper and Gene?
Actually,
Not
not
a bad
a bad
idea.
move.
It's not my call.
When cuckolding is your one and only topic, you got to go for sponsors in that realm.
Doug, it's called branding.
You know?
Like,
I mean, it seems like the perfect sponsor to me.
Kara House Furnishing, Davenport's, are you kidding me? Hello?
Synergy works.
Guys, where are these so-called straight-to-the-web interviews? Day in and day out, we hear about these amazing interviews with Sad Mope, number 7 from Starship Troopers, and Drunk Patron, number 4 from Designing Women. Thanks, that's from SGO Licks, arrogant inheritor of his wife's trust fund if things go to plan, haver of chain link fence.
All I know is I came in on a Saturday and spent like 4 hours here, and I edited 28 interviews. I don't know where they've gone.
Oh, no, they're all lost? 28 of them?
28 of them.
And all got lost.
Well, I put them in a folder in Jackson's computer, and now they're nowhere to be found.
Jackson, what happened?
No.
I didn't save them anywhere. Did you know where you saved them?
I just titled folder Iggy's interviews and saved them all in a new folder.
But there's a lot of folders within folders, you know.
Check the C drive. That's what they used to do at Channel 4. Just let's check the C drive.
I think I found them, but I think you saved them to like a general folder, which is going to be hard to track them all down. But we can try.
I don't know. I put them all in one. Before I even started editing them, I opened a new folder entitled Iggy's folder, Iggy's interviews, and then every one I edited, I put into that folder. So I don't know. To answer your question, I don't know where they're at.
Well, it'd be a shame if they're all gone.
I mean, I just thought it'd be something that we could do once a week before the show starts, the 5 minutes before the show, like the 7:07 countdown. Do the ID, start the interview, and then that would lead into the show once a week and maybe get it sponsored. If not, it's time. It's content.
You want to start
Again,
our show with your old interviews?
One a week, not every day. One a week. Title it every Monday. Iggy straight to the web prior to the show starts, and then sponsor it. If not, so what?
That sounds like something for Pepper and Genie.
Oh God!
Put at the end of Pepper and Genie. I don't mean to get you completely frustrated.
But it's not Pepper and Genie. It's my interview. Plowsy wouldn't be on it, so it's not really Pepper and Genie.
What did the Greg Lansky tweet say?
I still don't know what it said.
Huh. So those interviews are possibly gone forever? Or will you just have to re-edit them?
I don't know. I think Swope is the one that sent them. And then I had to edit all the 590 and rejoins and resets out of there.
Oh. Kevin Spacey and this gentleman, who I love all of his work, Barry Pepper. Barry, how are you?
Hi, Iggy.
Well, there's one. We found one.
I love Barry Pepper.
So do I. He was great in 61.
I'm searching my entire computer here, and Iggy's interviews does not exist. The folder Iggy's interviews does not exist.
Check the C drive.
I'm in all the drives, baby.
Look at the downloads.
I'm in everything.
This is where I think it would be. You download every segment to edit. So.
Buck Swope has issued a statement via the YouTube chat.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's rare.
Says Iggy has a long history of not taking responsibility for archiving his own content and just expecting other people to save it. That's from Buck Swope on the YouTube chat, Doug, where 260 people are gathered to watch us be boisterous.
Are you not listening? I said I saved them. I didn't say I just left them up there, Jackson. I don't know where you saved them. No, I said I saved them. I just don't know where they are. You understand that?
Buck Swope.
Oh, Swope.
It's not somebody else's responsibility to save them. I saved them.
You did it.
I just don't know where they
Iggy's interview folder.
Oh, something like that.
Now they're all gone.
Maybe point that finger back at yourself instead of Jackson. That's from the Hillside.
Oh, God, I haven't. I didn't point the finger at anybody. I said I don't know where they are.
I didn't take it as a finger-pointing situation either.
No, these people.
Don't you dare call Pepper and Genie quote-unquote content. That's from Mr. Licks. Doug, he's still going.
What would
I
you
thought
call
he was
it?
losing his
He
phone
won't
service.
quit.
What would you call it?
Well, I'm definitely not calling his phone calls content then, if that's the barometer that we're using.
Let's put Iggy in a better frame of mind.
Okay.
Paul,
Riley
do you have an update on the poll?
75%.
75%, Iggy.
I have here the votes are 198 votes total. 50 to Projo, 148 to Iggy.
There you go, Doug. Nearly 75%.
Nice going, Iggy. Congratulations.
That made my day.
Well, you'd feel pretty bad if it was the opposite, wouldn't you?
Not really. I'd be shocked if it was the other way, being it's on the fan page, but I wouldn't care.
Okay. Well, we don't want you upset.
No, I got more important things to worry about, like today's Pick 6, which is going on today at 11 or 12.
11 Mountain.
Instead of tomorrow, so I have to go home and work on it.
Well, it's not a lot of work, is it? You just kind of pick a few games?
No, I researched. That's why I went 5-1 last week and won $425.
Look at that, Doug. Take that.
You get that money?
No, it's a new Joe rule this year.
What's the rule? You win the money and he gets it?
More different rules to give him different ruls to give him a chance to win at the end of the year when he's so far behind that he can't.
Where'd that money go?
I'm betting $100 on him to win for $3,000.
He sounds like Johnny Johnson.
Somebody's Sibian's going off.
Dude, that's one of the
I guarantee without even looking.
original
I guarantee it's a 314-860. You want to bet?
What would that prove, though?
That they call every day.
Steve Sparky Pfeiffer.
Well, Chicago's calling.
Chicago's calling.
Chicago's calling, see?
Chicago's my town, see?
Here's the White Sox, actually.
The White Sox called you?
They're sending me a Tony La Russa hat for Gobble Bowl, and I guess they're calling me to get an address. I don't know.
Oh.
Look at that, Doug.
Nice.
But I can't answer them on the air.
No. Mm-mm. But you can get back to him.
You know what? It is...
Why don't you answer? Why don't you go ahead and take the call? Go ahead, take the call, get your hat.
It's already went to voicemail. It's 8:51, and I think I've talked the whole segment. Which isn't good.
I gotta write that down.
It isn't good.
Are you going to take the 9 o'clock hour off?
I might, because...
He's down the Rich Gould plane.
People complain I talk too much, and I just realized it's pretty much I've talked the entire segment.
Rest your jaw.
It can't be good for the show.
I love how the show, me, Doug, and Tim know that if we don't say anything, you'll keep it going.
The show advances.
But a little bit here, a little bit there, yeah. But no, that's too much.
It's too much, you've decided?
I think it's too much.
Well, I'll tell you what. The people will send in emails for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day because of it. The morning after at InsideSTL.com. Design Air Heating and Cooling is online at DesignAirService.com. Seth Goldcamp and his staff will take great care of you, just like they've taken great care of me and Doug. We are loyal clients of Design Air Heating and Cooling. DesignAirService.com. Just go there, click on the Book Now tab, and one of their service technicians will be out at your home quick, fast, and in a hurry. They can install a new system for you. It's what they did for us. It's incredible. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at DesignAirService.com, the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling. Doug, the title sponsor of the show, his name's Ryan Kelly. He's online at thehomeloanexpert.com.
And he wants to take care of you. If you're a new homeowner or a potential homeowner or already have a house and like to refinance your mortgage. If you need extra cash to pay off those high-interest credit cards or make home improvements, Ryan Kelly's there for you. Many people could use some extra cash, and a simple cash-out refi is available with the Home Loan Expert. The Home Loan Expert offers low interest rates and refi with an average cash-out of $54,000. You could maybe pay off all those credit card debts with that. That'd be a nice thing to do. The bidding wars are ending. It's officially a buyer's market for real estate now. The Home Loan Expert has unique loan programs for almost everybody, including those with less than perfect credit, government-backed mortgage loans, self-employed borrowers, and more. Their amazing customer service and 10-day closing guarantee can only be found with the Home Loan Expert. If you've got questions or ready to get yourself pre-approved, learn more today at thehomeloanexpert.com. Ryan Kelly will take good care of you as he did with me. Thank you, Ryan Kelly. Thank you, Sir Mortgage.
There it is, Ryan Kelly. Doug, Biff is on the line, and he wants to talk about it.
Oh, okay. Hello, Biff. Biff.
Hello, man.
Yes. Hello. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I am doing well as well.
What's the word?
Just doing great. What are you
doing
up to?
well as well.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then what's the subjects today?
Well, I know you were supposed to call in with a topic, a question or a comment or a trade proposal.
Oh yeah. We're talking about songs for baseball closers.
Sure.
Is that the subject of the hour?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. You have one?
Well, I believe you guys started off with was it Ryan Helsley's Hell's Bells, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. Tim had a walk-in closer song, Tim. I think Tim's would be Sade's Smooth Operator.
Oh, Doug, that's a wonderful song. Sade.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a smooth operator.
Yeah.
Smooth operator.
Yeah. I think that'd be Tim's closer song if Tim was a closer. But what would yours be, Doug, if you were a closer?
Hey, Doug, would you go?
I don't know. I haven't given it any thought, really. I don't know. I don't think I would get a lot of people excited when I came in to try to put out the fire in the ninth inning. They'd go, "Oh God, no."
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I don't know what I'd use. I don't know. Any suggestions? You had one for Tim.
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Tom Brady.
Tim's easy to come up with good things for.
Okay.
Philip Rivers.
Well, go ahead. What would your closer song be if you were a closer?
And Drew Brees.
Lousy, he asked you what your song would be. Do you have a song?
He can't hear that, can
No, you can't. I don't know what mine would be. I'd really have to think about it. Man, that's actually a very good question, Biff. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier. I'll get back to you before the end of the call.
No, okay. No, what else are you guys talking about today? I just woke up.
Yes, I wanted to talk about Tom Brady.
We haven't talked about a lot. I always go back and try to think what the show was about, and I don't remember. It hasn't been about. If you'd like to start a topic or change the subject, feel free.
What, you got amnesia, Doug, or something?
Well, it's a little bit of that and a little bit of the show. We
Groundhog
don't
Day.
talk about really very important stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, we talked about Pepper and Genie. Go.
I like the Pepper and Genie show. I podcast it every day, Iggy, and Pablo. I think you guys are doing great.
Biff and Show. What about Biff and Show? Yeah. I'm a Pepper and Genie guy. I'm a Biff and Show guy. Any chance that can return, Biff?
Well, that'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yep.
And we could go back to back with Pepper and Genie and Biff and Show. That'd be something, wouldn't it?
It's a big day for eggs.
Yeah. It's like going Fresh Prince to Full House.
Yeah, I'm voting to boycott this Mr. Licks because he's giving Iggy too much trouble, and I don't like that.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, he doesn't bother me a bit, but he is kind of an idiot.
Yes, I wanted to talk about Tom Brady.
Well, that's kind of an oxymoron. He doesn't bother me, but he's an idiot.
I also wanted to talk about
Well, there's a lot of idiots that don't
Carson
bother me.
Wentz.
They're idiots.
And Drew Brees. Andrew Luck.
So did you guys know that I was watching technically the Cardinals are the hottest team in baseball since the trade deadline. Did you know that?
Yeah. The Braves are hot too.
Cardinals and Braves, Doug. Yeah. Was that a little NLCS preview a couple weeks ago?
Could well have been.
1996.
How many games you been to this year, Biff?
Oh, I don't know, just a dozen or so, I guess.
Really?
Yeah,
Green
I've been
seats?
more of the.
You always in the green seats?
Sometimes we went to Pooch's in the park Sunday, sat in the Coca-Cola patio porch.
Oh.
Took the dog, got to go to the game, That was fun.
Yeah, I bet.
Walk around the field before the game. That was good times.
With the dog?
Yeah, they've got I think it's about a couple hundred dogs in,
Were they concerned that dogs would poop or something all over everything?
Scat.
I don't know. They don't really talk about that.
Really? It wasn't a concern?
Biff's dog's poop is about the size of a rabbit turd. His dog's about the size of a baseball.
Oh, my dog? Yeah, she's about the size of a little bit bigger than like a baseball. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been cleaning up over there at DraftKings, Tim, at the Casino Queen on the Cardinals. I won 7 out of 9 in the last 2 weeks.
Nice. Real nice. How much are you betting? What is your unit size?
The units vary, Tim, but in 2 weeks I'm up about 13,000 or so.
Doug.
Whoa.
Yeah. 7 out of 9, yeah. So I keep, but the Cardinals have been like minus 250, minus 260 lately. So
it's high risk.
Yeah, high risk, but
Did you bet the Cardinals on Monday when they lost to the Nationals?
Oh, let me think. What's today? Today, Wednesday?
Wednesday the 7th.
I did lose on Monday, Tim. That's correct. Yeah.
Probably had to lay like 2,500 to win 1,000 or something like that.
Yeah, it was minus 250 over there. Yeah, but I've also had some big wins. Like that Pujols solo home run that won the game on what was that, Sunday, or 2-run home run? One on that, one on that.
David Ross elected to pitch to him with the base open, and he received his fastballs.
Yeah, that was nice. Thank you.
Yeah. So I took check this out. I got invited to a wedding in Hawaii in November, and so I've elected. I told Doug this a while back. I elected to take all my winnings and take my assistant to Hawaii.
Is that Dr. Holly Goodhead?
No, this is a different one. Double D. Double D's going with me. We're going to Hawaii for a wedding that she was invited to.
Nice.
And I'm paying for that with my casino winnings. So thought that was a good little story,
Huh, nice little story.
So if you didn't pay, she couldn't go to the wedding?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I'm a kind old soul. Yep. That's true. I don't even know the people.
Ooh, sneezing is pleasing.
Thank you.
But anyway, yeah. Somebody sneezing and coughing over there?
Plowsy.
Yes, I wanted to talk about Tom Brady.
Boz, did you figure out what your walk-up song would be yet?
You've been thinking about that, haven't you?
Yeah, I actually forgot you already asked that. Let's go with,
I got it for you. Last Dance with Mary Jane by Tom Petty.
Okay. I like that. I'm going to go something with
I
Clapton.
think
but
Leonard
yeah,
Skinner, that smell.
I like that one.
Biff, we got a hard out for traffic and weather at 9:01. Good luck tonight on your wager.
I think Tim Montgomery's pick.
All right. See you, Biff.
I think it's better if we do a slow fader.
Hard out to him doesn't mean goodbye. Let me throw one more thing in.
It's like a 5-minute warning.
Yeah, let me throw one more thing in there.
A lot of people are active. We might have received the most texts in show history in the 8 o'clock hour, I think. It's the Engineer Design Facilities Fire Division now testing, inspecting, and maintaining the fire system on all commercial kitchen and restaurant hoods. If you have visibility to your company or place of businesses, commercial fire alarm panel and system, please email fire@edf-rg.com, and I'll have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. You can also check them out anytime at edf-rg.com, the official commercial fire alarm services and solutions provider of TMA. It's EDF. Engineer Design Facilities, a Missouri and Illinois preferred full-service vendor for licensed and certified professional servicing, monitoring, and testing for fire alarm services and systems, fire suppression systems, fire alarm system monitoring services, tenant improvements and construction, security access and monitoring services. It's Engineered Designed Facilities, sponsor of our text inbox. Coming up in the Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour, the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day at 9:45, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. So far, kind of a fun month. Diversified winners. Anne has won. Collector of butt plugs has won. And Gunter.
Gunter may have been the funniest email that I heard in a long time yesterday.
That's worthy of being in the TMA all day folder. Gunter had a big day yesterday.
I was crying. It was
so send those in. Then Jackson and I are going to go just deal with it.
Come and get your whooping.
Yeah, at 10 o'clock. Cardinals won last night. Can't be upset about that. Missouri, Kansas State's coming up, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock game against Abilene Christian, Doug. What time do you think that Auburn game will be? Against
11.
Wardham, you think 11?
Mm-hmm.
Every game will be 11.
I think 10:15 is actually the
probably.
Kickoff.
Just sitting home watching it, I don't mind.
But if you want to go to the game.
It's over early. If I go, then it's a problem.
You thinking about going down to the Plains?
I won't be able to go there.
You're going to the swamp, though, right? Doug?
I am, yeah.
That'll be strong.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
That'll be fun.
Where are you flying into? Jacksonville?
Tampa.
Oh, that's right. You're going to see visit the great Greg Braun.
Bomber.
Bomber. He is a bomber.
Yeah, Gainesville's only a couple hours from there, I think.
See if you can find Dillian for me. She's down there.
I'm not going to look for Dillian. I'm not.
Excuse me. I know we're at lunch with my family, but do you mind if I go look for Dillian Harper real quick?
She's down in Florida.
I'll look for that while I'm looking for the new beach and Dillian Harper and the friendly confines.
I'm just pointing it out. We've talked about you trying to find Dillian, and there's.
He's been to Florida a few times.
And I never found her.
And what would you do if you did find her?
Florida's like, what, 3 times the size of Missouri?
Yeah, she lives
population. I'm supposed to find one person out of all that?
I think she's in Stuart, Florida now.
Google.
Well, that's just north of Jupiter.
Yeah.
That's where everybody's moving now because there's no room at the inn.
Yeah. And she was in Tampa. I think she's in Stuart.
Okay, you miss her? Why don't you go down and look for her? Why should I have to look for her? What if I do find her? What am I supposed to do?
Tell him good luck.
Say call Kenny.
Wow.
Check your DMs.
And then what's going to happen? What if she said okay?
Then we'll hit
You
her
think
up.
she's going to call and invite you to go down there and move in with her?
No.
Would you do it if she asked?
Oh.
No. I mean, I would probably be her manager if she asked, but I would do it from here. I've got a landing strip.
Why wouldn't you do it from Stuart?
She's letting I guess she's got the winter bush going.
Oh,
Doug?
God, that's not. I didn't ask a question even remotely connected to that.
You see a good-looking girl and you want to see her naked.
And in Florida, you don't really need to get that bush going. It's like 80 in the winter, right?
Yeah, but I don't know, because she's, every once in a while on Instagram, she'll get drunk, and she'll start dancing on Instagram Live, and she's like, and she'll like twirl around in a dress, and you just see the bush.
Ugh.
Someone's got to find her.
Can you do that on Instagram?
You're not supposed to, but I'm sure nobody's reporting her.
I think you need to move to Stewart and get her straightened out.
Stewart's a bee's knees. You'd be buying low before it explodes.
Well, I'd be living with her. I'm not buying anything.
Oh.
I've got a landing strip.
Doesn't she have a husband?
I don't know why.
There's a huge similarity between Iggy's voice and that and the guy asking about Tom Brady.
Yeah, it is true. Like the tone.
They're about this. It's like a little mosaic-y.
No, I think the Tom Brady and the me saying 3 days to my birthday.
Yeah, that one's really
kinda the same.
good too. Man, you've had some bangers, Iggy.
Thank you. I'm not talking the 9 o'clock hour, so grab them now. Yeah, maybe I should talk now.
You're saying you're not going to talk in the 9 o'clock hour?
This is going to be Iggy's going to have a silent protest. Well, you're off on Monday, right?
Yeah, we have the Mega Meyer Foundation golf.
There you go.
tournament,
Where's that
Sunday,
taking
Monday.
place?
Winghaven.
Nice track.
Swinghaven.
Nice track.
Swinghaven, yeah.
That is a nice
Will there
track.
be some swinging?
I haven't seen any yet, and I think this is our 4th year out at Winghaven. I haven't seen any yet, but then I really don't search.
That's where people put the pineapple logo on their golf bag?
I haven't seen that either. I'm not really looking for swinging during the Megan Meyer Foundation tournament.
You've retired from sex.
No, I'll still do it, just I'm not working. There's a difference. Foreplay is fine. I'll participate in foreplay. But when it comes to the sex, I'm just going to lay there.
There it is.
You
That's
can
the
do
mission statement.
Cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, whatever you want to do.
I don't think women really enjoy reverse cowgirl.
No, I do.
Well.
That's all I'm really thinking about these days. Look, I'll make sure you have fun, but
I know we have a full board of callers from that length or girth question we asked at 7:10 this morning on the Steve Schmidt-Kia North County phone lines, but also while you're on, if you wouldn't mind telling us if you like reverse cowgirl. So, Doug, that way we can 2 birds, 1 stone. Got a big show. This 9 o'clock hour is shaping up to be big with
I guess
Iggy's
Liam Riley's coming in,
protest.
too, yeah.
News you can use.
Where's Liam Riley? It's Kathy was booking him by 9 o'clock. Doug, have you heard from Liam Riley?
I haven't.
Riding reverse cowgirl somewhere in Stewart, I guess.
No, he's in Miami.
Is Stewart right on the beach?
Stewart's like the city up from Jupiter.
Yeah, I
or
know,
Hope Sound.
But I didn't know if it's right there on the beach, on the water.
Close. Just like the parts of Jupiter. Not.
Martin County.
Parts of Jupiter not on the beach. You go stay at the Jupiter Beach Resort, you're right on the
Yeah, I
beach.
just wondered if it was inland a bit.
I don't know where she lives.
But you
Well,
said
how am I
Stewart.
going to find
Stewart, but I don't know where Stewart.
If I'm in Florida, in Tampa or
Just
Gainesville,
go hang
Which is right around the corner.
How
Go
am I
hang in a
gonna
couple
find her
coffee
in
houses in the
Stewart?
morning. She'll be at one of them.
I'm not sure I'd recognize her if I saw her.
Yeah, you
Google best pot pie places in the area and then hit them hard and look for her picture.
Such an adorable picture, too.
It is.
A picture of her in the pot pie?
Yeah, that's a nice picture.
Look, it's a precious image. You might use it for the Christmas card this year.
Okay.
It's an 8-pound pot pie.
Oh, that's a lot of pie.
It's thick.
I still think somebody photoshopped that.
You don't believe she was really enjoying a pot pie?
What would be the gain to do that type of Photoshop?
Well, back when they were talking about all the food she ate, they started photoshopping all kinds of things.
Yeah, but then she started looking like the bee sting, and you
Well-
don't really need to Photoshop any food in it.
There was a lot of pictures with her with food. Like there's like her holding a burrito the size of
Yeah, I think that was
the
photoshopped.
Rock's bicep.
I think that was photoshopped.
Boy, downtown Stewart's like right next to Jupiter. I didn't realize it was that close. Doug, we really ought to move there.
Yeah.
She was at a coffee shop a few weeks ago from there.
Hey, Starbucks.
No, it wasn't a Starbucks.
You miss her, don't you?
Miss her. I only met her
Yeah.
once.
I know, but you still think a lot about her. and
No,
follow
I dig her. I
whereabouts.
really do. I'm not going to lie. I dig her. There's something about her that, yeah. That's why I use her a lot.
And she's roughly 40 years younger than you?
No, I say she's probably 33 by now, I would think.
30 years younger, a little more.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, from your point of view, do you think she'd go for it?
According to Lisa Ann, I had a shot.
Yeah, that's what Lisa Ann says.
Yeah.
And you fumbled it.
I misread the signs.
Yeah. Is that one of your life's regrets?
It could be. Yeah, if I thought I had a chance and I just didn't do anything about it. I probably could have filmed it and she could have used it for her page and I could have kept it.
You think she'd use it on her page?
And you keep like a secret tape.
Well, I'd have hid my face. Should have been a POV. It's at 9 o'clock yet. I'm done.
Doug, I got to close out the
Please do.
appliance discounters 8 o'clock hour. This design, air, heating, and cooling email today could be huge, especially if Gunter's involved. Balloon Party. We'll carry it over into Balloon Party. Talk about Dillian and whatever Jackson has prepared with his series of questions. And we're giving away 4 Cardinal tickets to the Cardinals and Brewers on Balloon Party as well. 101 ESPN. Leave a mic drop like Stephen Wildwood now that he's a big star in the real estate community. 101 ESPN app. And you can text in there, 65780. Text in here, 314-881-TMA5. Engineer Design Facilities text inbox. Email it for our design, air, heating, and cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. And, of course, you're welcome to call in 636-9004-TMA and tell us if you like reverse cowgirl. And we're also doing length or girth preference. It's kind of going to be a big 9 o'clock hour here. Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour. Steve Schmidt, Kia North County phone lines. This is the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Watch TMA on YouTube. Click the bell to subscribe. Download the podcast. Find it at TMASTL.com or wherever you podcast. And check us out on TikTok at TMASTL.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
Okay. Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at TMASTL.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever.
Hey, it's Jackson for Rosalita's. TMA listeners know that Rosalita's Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalita's is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalita's has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and let Rosalita's cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalita's.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I'm here with Ryan Kelly, the HomeLoanExpert.com, and you are always looking for a way to help people out, and the Hero Loan VA is a perfect example of that.
Absolutely. That's how we get back to our military and their families. We close VA loans 21 days or less. Heck, I'd like to tell you 14 because we're doing them in 14 and less, but I can guarantee that 21 days or less on a VA loan. And you can buy a house with no money down. You can refinance and cash out up to 100% of your appraised value. Truly is one of the best programs out there. Get the loan that you deserve today at HeroLoan.com, the only way to VA.
Deagle Truck Center has been the St. Louis area's go-to medium-duty truck dealer since 1933. Deagle Truck Center is a union shop looking for technicians and bodymen for both their Hazelwood and St. Louis locations, offering the highest rates of pay in the area, plus benefits. An authorized Hino and Isuzu dealer, Deagle's friendly and knowledgeable staff is prepared to make sure you have the best experience. Stop by the Hazelwood location to see their large selection of pre-owned inventory. Visit DeagleTruckCenter.com to learn more. That's DEGEL truckcenter.com.
Celebrate all your college and fantasy teams' Tully touchdowns this weekend with Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. May your team be swift and their aim be true. May the refs be forever in your favor and your whiskey always Tullamore Dew. Tullamore Dew, the original triple blended, triple distilled, smooth sipping Irish whiskey, made exactly for game day moments like this. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. 40% alcohol by volume. Imported by William Grant & Sons Incorporated, New York, New York. Please enjoy Tullamore Dew responsibly.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and they still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
The Classic Car Show and Concert, September 25th at the Factory in Chesterfield, with performances by Jackal. When will it rain? I feel the heat burning through my shoes. And Stephen Piercy from Rapt. Tickets for the concert on sale now. Got a classic car you want to show off? Vehicle registration is open now. The Classic Car Show and Concert. A day of fun for the family and a night of rock.
Find out how to get tickets at thefactorystl.com. Join the Ryan Kelly Morning After, September 22nd at Maggie O'Brien's in Sunset Hills for the night before the sold-out Lemmings Open pre-party. It's a night of TMA Live from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Join your TMA favorites as the guys host a wing-eating contest, trivia, and plenty of games. Get $16 domestic bucket specials, and don't miss their house specialty Reuben rolls. It's a free event brought to you by Mick Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. And Munganast Acura and Toyota, better than ever for you, their customer.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Get the TMA mobile app and enable notifications so you don't miss a thing. See our content on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Stream us on the TMA mobile app and at TMASTL.com.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
I spent 4 years in San Francisco.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2.
Collinsville, St. Louis.
What a version, Doug, of this Ween classic.
Yeah, country version, I guess.
It's Ryan Kelly Morning After Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour. Timothy Michael McCurdy, Douglas Sullivan Vaughn, the Plowhawk, Action Jackson with you. Iggy said he will not be participating in our 9 o'clock hour. If you're watching on YouTube, you just see a picture of Learn.
He gets a lot of assignments handed to him that he's got to attend to. Got to make some quick phone calls and do a little bit of accounting work.
I do miss that. I do miss saying he's on assignment because he used to sit behind me. And he would be called upon, and he was smoking.
He was out smoking darts by the dumpster in Kirkwood.
Well, in the winter, it would be kind of inside with the door propped open.
God almighty.
I had lymphoma in my first 2 weeks working there.
Well, that strip mall, there is just nothing left, Doug. Pie, pizza shut down.
They have a Hummer
Gold's
store?
Gym.
There's a Hummer available in the parking lot. Gold's Gym shut down.
Which is surprising because everything else in Kirkwood is thriving.
I know. I wonder what the deal is.
Still get karate lessons.
There are karate lessons
And
in
dance
Overwise.
lessons in the dungeon.
The Overwise hits.
Dance lessons in the dungeon.
There was. Watching people try to get through that gate.
Oh, man.
We're seeing Dexter Fowler come in there.
Oh, really?
With his daughter.
Sexy Dexy.
Sexy Dexy, that's right.
You got to earn that appointment.
I don't know why that location has struggled for the
I know,
businesses.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
The gym is understandable because that's a hard space to sell for, like, anything but a gym.
Yeah, and all the Gold's Gyms shut down, too, didn't they? Every one of them?
I didn't know that. I thought that was just that location.
I think it was like all of them.
Is that right? Everyone in St.
I
Louis?
think
It was
so.
a 24-hour fitness. You know what it was originally, Doug? Do you know what it was?
Vic Tanny's.
No.
Can I have
I'd like to guess,
initials?
though. D-E. D-E. I don't think this store is around anymore.
The second letter, first word.
R.
Dr. Edwards.
No, I'm sorry.
The third letter, please.
U.
Drunken.
Drew. Fourth letter, please.
G.
Drug Emporium.
Yes!
Oh, see, that was easy. Okay.
There's a store called Drug Emporium?
There was?
Yep, my apartment. Yep.
Rim shot.
Iggy's not talking.
Yep, he's not
We got
talking in 9
zingers.
o'clock hours. So you get
It was a
sure
pharmacy?
Like that. It was like a Walgreens, CVS.
Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of a bad name for a business, isn't it?
Not
The
great.
Drug Emporium?
Great for a dispensary.
Feels like a lot of those mom and pop, like locally owned pharmacies kind of got played out by Walgreens and CVS because there's one on every single corner.
Yeah, you can't compete with that.
We still had a Rexall's in Canton for the longest time that made like malts and like the old school.
Oh, really?
That's cool.
Yeah, that thing just shut down though.
I wonder if Ledoux Pharmacy is still open. They have
Oh,
right there.
it always goes back to letting us know.
Next to that Baskin Robbins.
Let me get my Quaaludes.
Is that what they sell at the
I don't know. I feel like that's what they do.
so.
People do. I don't know.
Hey, if you're looking for a career switch, I would like to recommend Centric because that's where you can go and get into a new career. Cybersecurity is actually the hottest industry going. Cybersecurity is the most exciting career in technology and one of the most in-demand. Centric can train you for a career in cybersecurity, and they can do it in just 4 months. Centric's hands-on program teaches you the actual job skills you need to get started. No history, no biology, just technology. That's how they do it in just 4 months, even if you have no IT experience. And you can do it online, or you can do it in person. You can do it in the evenings, or you can do it during the day, whichever works best for you. If you're interested in a career in cybersecurity, call Patrick Nealon at Centric Training today, and I'll walk you through Centric's cutting-edge program and show you everything Centric does to help get you started in your new IT career. Call 314-450-4714 or go to centric.com/STL. That's CENTRIQ.com/STL. Cybersecurity is a problem for every business in St. Louis. You can be part of the solution. You can also be part of the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day by sending yours in. It's coming up on the Captain's Log at 9:45 the morning after at InsideSTL.com. The morning after at InsideSTL.com. Check out all the new merch at TMASTLshop.com, including the new Pepper and Genie shirts, the new TMASTL shirts. It's all there for you at TMASTLshop.com. That is how you can get some TMA merch. And while you're there, think about it. Doug, a reporter, was late for Brian Kelly's press conference, and Brian Kelly was chiding her, and then she fired back. Take a listen, if you would.
That will open it up to this late arriving media crowd that must have enjoyed the weekend. That's usually $10 that we put in the kitty. We'll have a big bash at the end of the year at my place.
Maybe if you win, I'll be on time.
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with winning. I think it has to do with being on time.
Maybe if you'll win, I'll be on time. That is what the reporter said.
Kind of a snarky
Now,
comeback.
I gotta be honest. I don't like that. Like, you may not like Brian. That is so like unprofessional at like its absolute peak. You could hate a coach, do whatever. That is like ridiculous. Like, I can't even believe somebody would say that. Saban would get out a shotgun and just shoot that reporter right then and there on the spot. So the respect level is not there. That was terrible.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, but it does show a complete lack of respect.
I didn't think it was funny at all, dude. Like, this chick probably not a great reporter to begin with, and you probably shouldn't be late. Again, Brian Kelly's not the nicest guy. I'm not saying that, but that wasn't a zinger. That was just you being. I mean, it's just rude.
Now, the thing about the magic that is social media and the way this all goes down is there is the context is lost. So here is what actually happened from the reporter. Doug, the reporter's name is Lee Van.
Lee Van? Like I'm leaving?
Leah
Leah.
Vann.
Leah Van.
Leah Van.
Okay.
She is a native Texan sportswoman, LSU baseball and football beat writer for the Baton Rouge Advocate. Okay.
Okay.
She went to Northwestern, class of 2020, and now she's working in Baton Rouge covering Brian Kelly and the Tigers.
Yeah.
So this is what Leah Van says. She says, full story here. Press conference was at noon. I was running from a doctor's appointment. I got there at 11:57. Brian Kelly called me out, said jokingly I owed him $10. I said if he won, maybe I'd be on time. Not my finest hour. I apologized afterward. He was super chill and said I still owe him $10. I know Brian Kelly likes to joke. He clearly took it as one from our conversation afterwards, all in good fun, fam. Doug, you like that when somebody says all in good fun, fam?
Yeah. Well, maybe they do have that kind of relationship where it's very cozy and very buddy-buddy, and they can tease each other like that. Maybe they do. That might explain it.
Right.
more.
That's what I was. And then she went on to say he said he needs $10 so he can afford his new jackets, and I said he has $90 million for that, and he said that's a smokescreen, and I said that's fair, and I liked his new jacket, and he thanked me. If y'all want the details, that's from Leah Van.
Yeah, it's possible that she knows him very well, and probably does. Otherwise, he probably would have had a different reaction to some smart aleck reporter who said that. You got to win for us.
But I know by including the actual story, I have ruined.
Yeah, you have.
Big Twitter.
I don't know. I'm not taking my take. I think it's super rude. I don't know. That didn't change my opinion about it one bit.
All right. I stand down.
No.
Well, it still didn't seem like they were ultra friendly. He's been there for 8 months. It's not like they've had this back.
Well, she
and forth
apologized. She said
rapport.
she apologized.
Yeah.
But the apology is, hindsight after the fact. Everybody can apologize. You can accept the apology too, but still doesn't change the fact that absolutely insanity to say that during a press conference.
Yeah.
As a reporter, to me, it's just absolutely crazy. I love having fun. That's not fun.
Press conference was probably the wrong time to say that, and she kind of has acknowledged that. If you're just standing around and you know the guy really well, we got to know LaRussa pretty well over the darn near 20 years he was here.
But what about the
And there was
first
people
6
might give him
months
a
of you
gentle-
covering LaRussa? Would you say that? Because
No,
this is basically this is Brian Kelly's first year. Obviously, this is probably her first job out of college. It doesn't seem like they were friends. Like they go way back, like her Northwestern days when she was 19.
Yeah.
It's just to me a little spitfirey, and you haven't been in the business long enough to, I think, play that joke.
Nothing worse than dork sport nerd. Doug, hold on a second. Nothing worse than dork nerd sports journalists who are full of themselves and say stuff like that. That's from Tug McGraw. You remember Tug McGraw?
Yeah, left-handed reliever for the Mets.
She's 22 years old, 23 years old, been in the business 2 years.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think she's
cannot
that. I don't think
touch
she's that young.
Yeah, we're guessing about
She
that.
said her Twitter says she graduated Texas in 2017, so she's closer to.
Okay, then she got her master's, I guess.
He's late 20s, probably.
Doug, this is an industry that requires a master's.
Yeah, I don't like her
What a
even
waste
more
of
now
money
that
that
she
is.
decided to get her master's at Northwestern and cover Baton Rouge football. That's a tough scene.
What do they teach you when you're getting a master's in this?
I
guess
can't
just
believe
so
they
you can
offer
teach it. That's so you can teach it. You got to have a master. If you're going to be a college professor, you got to have a master's degree.
Guys, are we just leading over the lead story Ken stated? No, we're not doing that. Let's see. I had to get some gas today, so I put my credit card in the pump, put in my zip code, then grabbed about 15 gallons of unleaded. If you want the details, fam. That's Juan from PP Corp. Doug, do you like that fam thing?
No, I don't like that at all.
Big fan.
You like it, Jackson?
Big time.
I like to know the one that wasn't red.
Because it was about you.
No, I always like when Tim won't read it. That means it's really violent, which means I really want to see it.
You want to come over and look at it?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Come on over.
'Cause I
Doug,
make
Iggy's going to come over. Watch this.
Okay.
Come on over, baby.
It's not that titillating, fam.
You like that, Doug? That fam thing?
No, let's stop saying that.
What happened?
Stop saying that. You all right?
You down?
No, I hit my microphone and my headphones fell off.
You got laid out
It's like
by
some kind of toy.
I can't see you guys, so I thought Tim laid you out when you were looking at the text.
I am Banty over here.
No, I got double headphones in here now, and this one kind of overlaps the other one. And when I walk by, it's kind of in a loop, and I hit it.
Okay.
Policies is plugged in here too.
Ah, yeah.
Double plug. That thing's getting DP'd.
Big time.
I already destroyed and wrecked
It is kind
Doug's
of DP.
2
It's
holes
kinda-
over there.
One's going underneath, and the other one's going over the top.
We've got a stinky sludge coming
Did
out.
you say you wrecked my 2-hole?
So I used to plug in with your hole, but it's with Diggs.
Show ombudsman and Indianapolis Star columnist Brian Henson says, I thought Ken wasn't talking this hour. Another failed guarantee from a politician, fam. Doug gets from Brian Henson.
Everyone's going to say fam now.
Well, I'm not going to initiate the conversation.
Guys, Iggy's not happy. He's not getting any attention, so now he's throwing headphones.
No, I didn't throw
Right.
them. My hand hit the loop. The cord coming out of here. See, it's a big loop.
Yeah, big loop.
You were accused of lighting yourself on fire last week.
No, I
You lit his shoe on fire.
Just took a string off there.
Doug, more fun with audio here as Coach Orgeron. I don't know what's going on with this Little Rock quarterback club. They didn't have this when I was there. They had John Gruden last week, and this week Ed Orgeron.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a hotbed of activity.
It's
yeah,
like 60 minutes of Southern football.
What in the world is going on?
Where's he
down there?
coaching now?
Nowhere.
I think so.
You have to.
Here he is talking it over at the Little Rock Quarterback Club, which is becoming the Joe Rogan podcast of college football.
For real.
I'm so grateful of my time for LSU. That was my opportunity. You know, coaches got a shelf. Some coaches got 50 years. Some coaches got 12. Mine was 6. Good. I got to tell you, we had a meeting. Say, Coach, things are not going well. No Ray Charles can see that, brother.
That a snort?
Yeah.
And they were good. And Scott Woodward is a friend of mine today. Really, really, a lot of respect for the way they handled me.
So what's next?
Well, I got to tell you this, though. Say, Coach, you got $17.1 million on your contract. We're going to give it to you. I said, what time you want me to leave and what door you want me out of, brother?
There he is. Ed Orgeron.
And listen to him read the phone book.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got rid of him for it's.
He needs to be the voice of some cartoon character.
Seriously, he sounds like the Cookie Monster.
Yeah. Fred Flintstone almost.
He'll coach again, won't he?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so. He had some health issues.
Yeah.
He was perfect for LSU.
And that's the
Right.
problem.
Yeah,
The
perfect.
fans love him, and that's why Brian Kelly is already so hated. He's
Yeah.
just not that people person guy. Not saying he's not going to be a good coach. He doesn't have, and no one has a personality like that. Like, no one in college football has a personality like that.
Yeah. So they said, we're buying you out, and your buyout was $17 million. So he said,
that's right.
Great.
Okay. Peace.
What time do I leave? What door do I leave out of?
Jimbo Fisher has like a $54 million buyout, something like that.
Nice.
Can you believe that? I mean, are we a screwed up society or what?
I kind of like the buyouts, though. I mean, if you want to talk about coaching carousels and coaching changes, granted, some of the buyouts don't matter. But still, it's nice to have, not a knee-jerk reaction to a coaching change because you do have to write those checks at the end of the year. So,
Do you think it's his choice, though, not to coach? I mean, you don't win a national championship, and then 2 years later, you're out of coaching and nobody wants you.
it doesn't look like he's in the bet. Not the.
But, I mean, do you think it's his
but-
choice, or just nobody wants to hire him?
Well, $17 million gives you a lot of reasons to sit back and relax for the rest of your life.
Yeah, true, but other coaches have been bought out and coaching a year later.
Yeah, probably younger guys.
Who didn't have his success.
Well, if you add a national championship on top of that $17 million, what else has he got to do? He's probably living the good life now.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a lot of hard work.
But that's what I said. The question was, do you think it's his choice as want to coach, or is just he can't get a job?
Probably his choice. I'm sure he could get a smaller college job somewhere if he wanted it.
No program wants a guy on the tail end of his coaching career, though.
No.
Unless you're desperate. Illinois would take him. Nebraska would probably hire him in a second, but actual program.
Don't you say anything about Columbia, Missouri?
Yeah, maybe he'll be here next year.
Well, Drink's going to be the coach of the year. I don't know why they would switch. I guess unless he take that Patriot job, but.
So he's going to replace Bill Belichick?
Yeah, but it may not be the right system for Drink. He may wait out Saban, get that Roll Tide job, and pull up some dunk trucks out in Tuscaloosa.
Eli Drinkwitz is going to replace Nick Saban.
He may. So far, it's just been a matter of line him up and knock him down.
Eli going to buy his house in Hoover and start recruiting.
God bless America. I mean, I'm focused on K-State.
Right.
You better be. Yeah. After that win,
You think Saban will ever retire? He's not close to retiring.
He just signed a new deal. An extension to like 2030, I think, or 2031.
I read a story the other day where he's making like $11 million a year.
Oh, that extension.
And how grossly underpaid he is because of what it's meant to the University of Alabama. They've had like $250 million worth of money that has come in since he took over as coach, that they're building new science labs and everything. The whole college has greatly benefited by him being there.
And a lot of people don't talk about the people he's getting into the NFL. Those guys retire, come back to Alabama, shove out some money for new athletic facilities and all that. So it's just the
what it's done.
boosters and the amount of money that they have since he took over is insane.
And what it's done for the reputation of this school, nationwide. You never gave much thought to the University of Alabama before, did you? And now I know people in St. Louis who have gone there basically just because the school has such a reputation now.
Oh, Madison loves University of Alabama. Loves them.
Yeah, there's a ton of stories of athletes or coaches that if you look at the way that the franchise or the school has made money, they're ridiculously underpaid. Steph Curry is a big example of that.
Well, their franchise grew 3 times.
Right.
And now they're worth like $6.5 billion or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I read that story too. That's crazy.
Well, you think we're that grossly underpaid?
Hell no.
No, probably overpaid.
Look at what we do, bro.
You know, we're not bringing in, we're not helping anything. They're not building any science centers in our names. Doggone it.
We win.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're winning.
Get your masters.
I would just like a cutout.
A cutout of yourself?
Yeah.
Because the station hasn't paid homage to you correctly yet?
Well, when I take a break, I just put it right in my chair.
Doug, there you go.
Could you put maybe your face over this cutout of Learn?
Oh, I'd never do that.
Why?
Wow.
That's an iconic cutout. Okay. We're just happy to have it in our studio.
Was in here yesterday. Doug just working away, and I guess it was like 1:45 or so. And Lauren came by, and she was heading in to do her show, afternoon drive program on KC95, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And we started BSing, and she goes, you know, I was thinking I'm going to miss it when you guys are in your new studio because I won't see that cardboard cutout.
No, she won't.
No, because we'll be in the...
Why? We can bring it in there.
But there's like no windows, and she wouldn't necessarily walk by and see it like she does when she walks by to go to KC.
That's the door we're going to have?
Excuse me?
That's the door. They're not going to change that door?
Well, no.
Doug, are they going to change?
It's a soundproof door.
I don't want a wooden door. I want.
This is a good time for you to walk into John Kioski's office and.
Paul.
Well, he's in Maine. I want a door like this.
But you're not going to get
with
it.
the window.
It's a different door.
See.
It's a whole different studio.
Yeah, we won't get that door.
Well, I'm not happy about that.
So literally, when we're doing a show, no one, and I think that's how they want it, no one knows we're here.
Yeah.
Caution sign.
And then when we walk out, there's the bathroom. That's exactly the location that we need.
You'd think they'd put us in the back of the building, though, not in the front.
Yeah, we get to leave sooner.
Maybe that's it.
Nick Saban discovered fire at Alabama. It was a program with no success at all before he got there. Plow Take needs a 101 ESPN show. That's from Mr. Slave.
Well, it was all positive about Nick Saban in Alabama.
Well, I think Bear Bryant had some success.
Yeah, they'd had a lot of success. They had some up and down
Gene
years.
Stallings,
Shula was okay.
Mike DeBose. Shula was awful.
The Shula Jr.?
Mike Shula, yeah.
Now, he did take over a program that was kind of down.
Dennis Francione. Gene
success.
Stallings.
Gene
Stallings got a national championship.
He won a title, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was on the Bama campus last month, and it's immaculate. Went to Ole Miss the following week. It was nice, but not as nice as Bama. Thanks. That's from friends of Bert Convey.
Okay. Yeah, Alabama's beautiful.
Doug, rank the SEC campuses. I know you like Starkville.
I've only been to a couple. Only a couple.
A lot of St. Louisans are going to SEC schools now because of Missouri being in the SEC and getting that tuition deal.
Yeah.
A lot of Bamas, as we were saying. A lot of hotty toddy. Good God Almighty. What else? What do you think's third there? If you take Missouri out of the mix, Jackson, I feel like you might be able to give us the information.
Florida's really.
Florida's tough to get into.
No. I'm talking about from St. Louis.
Oh,
St.
Tuk
Louis.
Tuk is very popular.
Doug, you like that Tuk Tuk?
I don't like it. Just say Kentucky.
Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas is the answer. That's what it is.
Arkansas. I have a bunch of friends who went to Arkansas.
My niece is from St. Louis. She went to she's going to Tennessee.
Knoxville.
She loves Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee's popular. Ole Miss, Kentucky, Bama, all those schools. I had a buddy, Big Mitch, went to Auburn.
Mitch went to Wardam.
He was Wardam and then transferred to Mizzou.
Why did he transfer from Wardam? Like
Elia.
Elia transferred because of Elia Flower.
Yeah.
He's recruiting students to the student section now.
Right. They're going to need to.
I know you're not athletes,
have
but we
to.
have a seat here in section 385 with your name on it.
I don't know what this is out of nowhere. Beer Cat, stop your bitching, you freeloading creep, just out of nowhere. Where'd that come from?
Probably the studio door.
Oh.
Probably stubbed his toe in the fryer. Been there.
I suppose you could bring in your tool belt and change out this door for the one that's over there.
I don't have a tool belt.
Dude, you know how heavy that door... Dude, if you take that door off, that thing is so heavy.
It's probably 100 pounds.
I was just guessing that's the last thing they'll do is put a new door on there.
No, that door is soundproof. The one that's on there is soundproof. I would be shocked if they changed. There'd be no need to.
No.
Yeah, well, we need glass.
Well,
Why?
this door is probably $4,000, maybe $3,000.
Probably.
There's no way somebody, unless they switch this one.
Why would they do that?
Which,
well, I don't know.
They could.
So we fit right in with everybody else. Everybody else has a door with the name of the station on it.
We could put a
Arch, K-She. Don't even have that.
Dude, we should put a piece of printer paper, scotch tape it, and put TMA and pen.
But we've really been treated poorly. I can see why you're upset.
This is a rough group of people we're working with here.
I think everybody knows by now that I love being here.
Just the door situation is kind of rough.
Yeah, but when are we going to see if like Nikki Glazer walks by? We can't bring her in. We don't see.
Yes, this is a win for the station.
That might be the
That's
reason.
probably why they're doing it.
Can we put a ring?
Tired of him just
We could put a ring
bringing
doorbell
people in.
system, or at least the camera, and have it like on our
We have a ring
camera.
doorbell.
Hey guys, how is it that Iggy didn't know what the new studio they've been working on for months looks like, fam? That's from Big Tuft.
Well, I know what it looks like, but I just figured they put a new door on there. I mean, that's the door that was there. It's not like they put that door on there. I'm sure when they bought this building, all these doors weren't glass.
Well, you don't know. You just don't know.
No, they'll do the right thing.
All right.
And the right thing would be a glass door.
The uncut Frinkle Fry will pout about the stupid door until someone finally calls him out on it, and then he'll backtrack faster than an Indy car driver and state he was, quote, just kidding, unquote. That's from show ombudsman and Indianapolis Star columnist Brian Henson.
Yeah, I'm really bumming about it. Come on, you're better than that, Hinch.
Oh.
Doug Fistful of Bourbon is definitely better than that.
Yeah,
My
they
goodness, why don't we have ourselves some right now? I think it's a
Well,
Wednesday, and
we
it's time to enjoy it. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Iggy, it looks like we have beautiful... After that Labor Day weekend, just really ruined a streak of like 3 weeks of perfect weather. Now we're back on it again looking at the forecast.
I said that storm was going to blow in out of the east and was going to blow out of here. Courtney was asking me yesterday. She goes, God, it's supposed to rain today. I said, no, it's not going to rain. This is all moving out. And sure enough, late afternoon, sun, no rain, and now for the next few days, all the way up until through next Monday.
Is that right?
Sunny, highs in the low 80s, just
perfect.
Commerce of, what is it called?
Chamber of Commerce.
Weather, yeah, as Jay would call it.
Comber of Chamber.
Comber
weather.
of Chamus. Chamus of Comber.
There's a lot of common sense and Western wisdom, like don't squat with your spurs on and always drink upstream from the herd. And there's also some Western wisdom that's less common, like never steal from a bear what you can't make for yourself, or a man doesn't know his worth until he's eye to eye with a rattlesnake holding the toad. I'm sure there's a good lesson in there somewhere. But there's one lesson that's perfectly clear. Fistful of Bourbon is an award-winning blend of 5 straight bourbons and as smooth as a banker on Friday. Get wise, pick up a bottle today, don't be a damn fool. Please enjoy responsibly. Imported by William Grant & Sons, New York, and Stratum Structural Systems, a loyal sponsor of this program. The great Matt Ford, the great Brett Groman of Stratum Structural Systems is online at stratumrepair.com. I had a water issue, as many people in the St. Louis area did, last month with all of the storms. Stratum Structural Systems came over, fixed it quick, fast, in a hurry. Think local, think Stratum. 314-620-8153. They're known for their integrity and authority with over 5 decades of combined structural experience in basement waterproofing and foundation repair. They are in Chesterfield, Missouri. They are in Columbia, Illinois, and they are Stratum, and they are the absolute best. Recommended by more professional engineers, architects, contractors, and realtors than anyone in St. Louis. They are Better Business Bureau accredited with an A-plus rating with 0 customer complaints. No other major foundation repair company in St. Louis can say that. It's Stratum Structural Systems online at stratumrepair.com. I play on my phone all show. Come and go as I please. But this door is unacceptable. That's from the Birthday Hawk.
Well, the phone situation is just like Tim has his laptop up.
Yeah.
Jackson has his laptop up in there. I don't have a laptop.
No,
so
I don't either.
when I check emails and things like that, I get a notification about a message.
That's right.
I click on my phone. That is my laptop.
How many DMs per day would you say you get?
2 or 3.
God, it seems like more than that. I would have thought you were going to say around 10.
Yeah.
I get in the 2 to 3 range.
Yeah.
I don't think you get more just based on the way you talk.
I mean, some days I get 6 or 7. Some days I get 1.
Yeah.
So it varies, but...
But they're always sliding in there, hoping to go private?
No. Just usually asking me something, or some are compliments and things like that. I really think, since I said that I answer all my DMs, no matter how stupid they are, I'll answer them, that people now just do it just to see if I'll answer them.
You're being tested.
And I do.
Well, You're awfully generous with your time for being such a huge star.
Well, see, that's where we differ. I don't consider myself I consider myself a nobody.
Oh.
So if somebody has the time to want to ask for a picture or something, I'm honored. I don't have time. Wait till I'm done eating. Yeah, come on over. I'm a nobody.
Well, now, don't sell yourself short.
I'm always just going to be Iggy.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Doug, that's the title of the book.
Very humble.
No, thank you, Iggy. I love you.
Is that going to come out anytime? You think it's starting to think it's not going to happen?
No, once I'm...
You're not going to write the book.
Once I'm out of this.
Well, Tupac is still releasing records, so he has plenty.
You can do it. Doug, do you say it posthumously?
Yeah, maybe after I die, somebody can just go into my computer and get all the notes and just put one together.
They'll find their interviews as well.
Yeah.
Probably someone at your apartment complex who thinks, well, he's moved out. I guess we can help ourselves to all of his stuff.
Hey, look, this copy of the book.
Why don't I get busy writing his life story?
Well, there's a ton of stuff in there.
Well, you're going to have to write it yourself. Because there's a lot of stuff in your brain that's not in those files.
No, Hoxie said he'd write it.
He's not going to write it.
Doug's shorting it.
Said he would.
He won't.
Yeah. He offered in the press box one day, said, Iggy, I'll write your book for you. I said, okay. Have at it.
Well, why don't you get started?
Yeah, for
no
the
time
reals.
like the
Yeah, I
present.
mean, just like do like an hour interview with him once a week.
I can't deal with what will come after it.
What, the money?
No, the suing.
Oh, who's going to sue you? Just tell the truth.
I will tell the truth, but there'll still be people suing.
Dan Caesar would love that. He'd be like, oh, my God, yes. Articles.
Why would they sue you?
Because they're not going to like what I write, and that's what you do.
But if it's true.
But it's true. But
you're
they'll
all
still
right.
try to sue, and then they'll be proven wrong in court when they try to sue, and they'll be thrown out, but they'll still
Are you going to
try sue.
retain counsel?
Oh, I'll have to.
Right. If there's any lawyers who would like to represent Iggy in this litigation.
Oh, I
Mark
have one.
Milton, sure.
Oh, you have him? Mark Milton's going to handle it?
Yeah.
Rocky Walter.
Oh,
Rocky's my
Iggy's
guy.
announced his...
Well, Rocky's been my guy since teenage years.
How old is he?
He was the family lawyer.
Ingenuous Camp Ride Magic Man says these book stories cannot be made up after you're dead. Write the book now. There you go.
They can't be made up. Probably you can make anything up after I'm gone. Are you going to sue a corpse?
Well, that's probably been done. The state's probably been
I mean,
sued.
what estate?
Oh, you don't have an estate?
The estate of Iggy's.
You got the 401k going now. You got 9 months of a 401k.
I'm suing you for that Lou Brock ball.
You got that half loaf of bread.
Yeah. I'm suing you for those 3 lobster tails in the freezer.
Small claims court.
Sue away.
Well, none of us enjoy legal trouble.
I don't think
But I don't think you'd have it if you wrote a book. If you wrote it honestly, I don't think
Well,
you'd
the
have
thing is, you write it honestly, but then somebody's still going to sue.
it. No, you don't know that.
How many people in your mind are you? I know of one for sure, but who? How many in your mind are you thinking would?
Well, there's 3 I can think of.
Is that right?
immediately.
That's interesting.
Depending on if they all go together or these separate lawsuits.
2 for sure.
So I know a guy who would just hop on a lawsuit just to try to get a
Maybe
payout.
3. 2 for sure. 2 for sure. And they'll both be proven wrong, so they can sue all they want. But still,
Well, there you go.
the
Now
fact is they'll still sue, and you got to go through all that crap.
The book would be incredibly amusing, so it might have an appeal beyond, TMA listeners.
Sure.
And all of a sudden now, you're balling so hard, and you can move to Florida and shut her down.
Little history of radio in St. Louis.
There you go.
And if it's true, you don't have to worry. People don't sue if they know that they're suing the truth.
Yeah, mediocre radio guy in St. Louis is going to
But if the stories are good, who cares what your resume is?
And I know one of the guys is either going to try to trade deal his attorney or get a public defender. So, you're going to be sitting pretty with Rocky.
If you read something and you knew it was true, you're not going to go to the expense of hiring a lawyer and suing knowing you're going to lose.
There you go. Again, now you're
But
clear.
they won't know that I have proof. They'll think I'm making it up. But then when I have 3 people come forward and back up what I've said,
Right,
then
cite them as
they will
sources.
lose.
All right.
But they don't know that. They think it's just my word against their word. But when I have 3 people come forward and say, yes, I've heard that.
Guys, I just had a really nice mental image of Iggy pacing back and forth, ripping darts, trying to rack his brain for stories he hasn't repeated 6 times on the air while Hockman hunts and pecks away on a typewriter, longingly wondering when he may be able to return to his family. That's one from PP Corp.
It's pretty good.
No, they're radio stories. I can't make them up. If I make them up, and I can get sued.
Well, not if you don't slander somebody.
But I'm not making it up. These are things that happened. A lot of things happen over 30 years in this business. Yeah, one sue for sure.
Hot dog cart versus Kenny Strode.
No, I mean, that's a given. We all know that. That was done on the air. No, some
right now I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't either. I guess the hot dog story now.
Everything was done on the air. We never hid really anything.
No, a lot of
Well, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one.
Maybe some of the email and conversations might be true.
The one that I know is going to sue is behind-the-scenes stuff.
Doug, it's so cryptic. I don't know what's going on now.
When is this book coming out?
Yeah, I want to read it.
I want to get sued.
Getting teased out my ass.
Yeah.
Finish the book
Man,
and let Hoxie return to his family.
He's just sitting on his phone waiting.
Iggy, don't sell yourself short. Imagine the chapter about going from VIP seats at Pitbull to white bread hot dogs over a fire barrel. That's from Gunter.
A fire barrel was a very nice grill that the Munganess boys gave me.
A fire barrel would do, though.
Oh, hell yeah.
The
Depending on
residual
what
heat.
Yeah, but you're holding it there with a stick like a homeless man.
Yeah, if you're putting trash in it, too, it's not always the best taste.
No.
What does this mean? Ken, why did you donate $26.38 to Learn's fundraiser? That's from Harrison's brother Master.
Was he
What's
your
Learn's
accountant?
fundraiser? I don't know. I don't know what any of that means. Learn has a fundraiser? What's her fundraiser?
She's doing a run for breast cancer.
And did you really donate $26?
Well, I donated $25, and I took care of the $1.38 that they would have charged for the fees. That would have come out of that.
There you
So
go.
that's why it's that money.
And have to move monies around.
Didn't really have to.
Don't say monies. There's no reason to ever say monies.
Why would you be interested in that? Just out of curiosity.
Harrison's brother Master, this is your chance to call into the Steve Schmidt Kia, but you're behind all the ladies with the length or girth thing and the reverse cowgirl question.
Yeah, we told them
I do a lot of things for charity. I just don't bring it up.
What is the status of the poll before we go to the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day?
I'm going to go to it right now.
I just got a DM from Stephen Wildwood saying, I love you both.
All right, I got it.
What do we have?
It is 243 votes. Iggy, 74%. Projo, 26%.
Well, how about that, Iggy? There you go.
Again, taking a look at the project.
would be the highest for
Yeah,
sure.
I think so.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I would have to vote both.
Stalking Iggy's charitable contributions on GoFundMe. What a dork. That's from Carlos Spicer.
Yeah, that's true.
Retweet.
I don't understand that.
Jackson just said retweet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even
verbal retweet.
Yeah, it's not even close to like the creep factor.
I mean, do you think
that we
that's
get.
embarrassing me because I only donated $25? I mean, that's really all I could afford.
That's
so.
Harrison's brother Master. He's on. Who's your current Mount Rushmore, Jackson?
Harrison's brother Master, Nathan from the east side of Alton. We haven't gotten much from the St. Charles Hermaphrodite recently. So
I'm going surgery.
I'm going to remove him.
Big pig.
In solidarity with my guy Iggs, I'm going to put Nate in Tallahassee on there.
Big pig.
And
Licks.
No, Licks isn't there. I don't know. I'm kind of leaving the...
Wow, somebody can earn Jackson's Mount Rushmore vote.
Dotem, probably.
Yeah, Jeff Code Gentleman has been thorn in my side, but probably just 101 texters in general. Just
they wear Jackson down.
The entire
By the time he gets to his Sports Center update, he is just absolutely exhausted.
Well, is he still updating the NBA scores?
Yeah, Alonzo Ball's situation was yesterday's update.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
That didn't play
Wait,
well.
Southfield start the season.
He's still playing.
Oh, yeah. Chicago. My town, see?
Tim, who would you vote for? I voted for Prod Joe, but that's only because he was my boss when I was #1 Asian intern, and I'm willing to switch at your behest. Thanks, that's from Brian Henshaw.
Don't say behest.
I am a Prod Joe and Iggy Lemming. Totally different personalities. Both, and Joe, interestingly enough, because he hasn't been on the show in a decade, but both, interestingly enough, you know what they share in common, Doug, and I think you'll agree with this because you worked with both of them.
An occasional bloody anus?
I've never had a bloody anus.
Oh, one of them did.
Neither one give an F what people think.
No.
That's a key trait right there. Couldn't care any less.
Well, I think if you're in this business long enough, and Joe was in it, where we weren't doing text messaging back then.
Oh, we were.
Were we?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, not as.
But you
much,
see
I
them, and
suppose.
if you're in the business long enough, people are going to start taking jabs at you, and you just can't let it bother you like it did one other producer.
Well, Joe was the focal point of the email of the day back in the day.
Yeah, so you're going to get that, and you can't let that bother you. It's going to ruin your day every day.
Some of that comes with age, because I've got that now, too, where I really could care less what anyone thinks of me.
No, that's how I am right now.
I mean, you like people
Really?
to...
You got there early.
Oh, I'm there early. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You would like people to like you, and you can't please everybody, but, as I told John Kielski a couple weeks ago when he said something to me in the kitchen, that was brought up you brought up, I think.
Why don't you fill the audience in on it? Because right now it sounds like it.
Well, he was at the same function you were at, and he was talking to Anna Marie, and somehow my name got brought up. And he said, he told Anna Marie, he goes, I don't understand when, everybody said, well, watch out for Iggy, watch out. He's the sweetest guy you'll ever meet.
That is true. I can confirm.
And I said...
It was me and John and Anna Marie talking at the Blues advertiser thing at Blueberry Hill for the record at the Duck Room.
But I had to get back in the studio, so I didn't really have time to say anything. So I sent him an email later saying, sorry, I just wanted to say thank you for the kind words. It means a lot. I said, there's not really much that bothers me. I don't let it. But it's nice to get a compliment every once in a while, and so it felt good. So, yeah, you don't really care what people say, but... you like to get a compliment. It feels good.
All right.
I wonder who was saying, watch out for Iggy.
Well, just there were 2 or 3 backstabbers back in the day that just lied about me.
Oh, really?
And somehow it all got
it's all, Doug, it's coming out in the book. Now we have the design, air, heating, and cooling email of the day.
That will be in the book.
Fill my hole with that spicy brown gravy, boy. He whispered in my ear as he methodically pulled out the Jules Jordan vibrator to allow my gerbil Manny to get a bit of fresh air.
Okay.
Manny eats a sausage McGriddle. I siphoned a bit of DNA from his gape shank. Think about it, Doug. With love, we can't get too detailed, but we can say that he prefers to be treated like a dog and also a turlet.
Didn't like it.
Doug, have you ever heard that one before?
Yeah.
Gape shank?
No.
There was this kid I grew up with. He was older than me, sort of looked up to me, We graduated Brentwood together. Things were good. We made the most of it. During the 70s, we worked at Redbird Lanes, made minimum wage. As much as anyone, I loved him and trusted him. Later on, he had an idea to build a resort in Jamaica for has-been actors like Sherman Helmsley to get naked in a hot tub. That kid's name was Kenneth Strode, and the resort he invented was Hito. This was a great man, a man of vision and guts, and there isn't even a plaque or a signpost or a statue of him in that town. Someone permanently banned him. No one knows who gave the order. And when I heard it, I wasn't angry. I knew Iggy. I knew he was headstrong, talking loud, making up stories. So when he turned up on St. Louis radio hijacking shows, I let it go. And I said to myself, this is the email business we've chosen. I didn't ask who gave the order because it had nothing to do with the email of the day. That's from Normus Peter.
Normus Peter.
That was well done.
And finally...
He's new.
Morning, guys. Let me just squeeze in here real quick to disrupt things in a haphazard manner so I can use airtime as my own little personal newsletter to no one. First, I saw someone got a haircut on Facebook yesterday. You guys see that? Hello? So you guys saw that post about someone getting a haircut? Fine, move on. To all you jackasses ridiculing my work ethic. I came into the studio last weekend to do a bunch of work that will eventually lead to more things being piled on Jackson's plate as he'll have to undo whatever I did after his normal workday tasks. Now, what did I do, you ask? First, I opened a folder. Then I named that folder Iggy's Interviews. And then I spent hours dragging a bunch of awkward and forced interviews with Kevin Federline's parole officer and Justin Guarini's podiatrist into that folder for nobody to ever find again. And then I clicked on everything and called it a day. And for those of you too dumb to understand technical radio terms, I'll break it down for you. Basically, I came into the studio and I opened the lid on a station-owned trash can. Then I swept up a bunch of the discarded trash, a.k.a. interviews I lug with me from job to job that I keep spattered all over the ground when Tim convinces a new employer to hire me as a package deal with him out of pity. And then I organize all that trash that nobody wanted or asked for into tiny little piles in the trash can. And then I hid the trash can in the corner where nobody would ever think to look because I can't imagine a single reason why someone in 2022 would want to static a 2-minute sizzle reel of me talking to Tequila. And now I brag about my hard day's work by bringing it to everyone's attention, which inevitably ends in Jackson having to spend an extra couple hours at work today dragging my garbage to the dumpsters outside because my must-listen 38-second interview with Daniel Baldwin talking about his breakout role in the 1993 blockbuster hit Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, where an absurd heiress grows to giant size so she decides to get revenge on her cheating husband and those who annoyed her, is simply taking up too much space on the hard drive. Thanks. That's from Gunter.
Oh, Gunter.
Doug, that's what we have for the design here. We got to go. I don't have a time.
Enormous Peter.
Kevin Miller.
Oh, wow. Kevin Miller has shipped.
Oh, did he win?
Plowhawk was stunned.
Well, you turned The Godfather into an email, so I like it.
Time for us to shut it down. We'll see you at Pick 6 in 2 hours on YouTube and the fan page and Twitter. Pepper and Jeannie coming up next. Balloon party in 12 seconds. This has been Ryan Kelly Morning After.
Join the Ryan